What was that about downtown Minneapolis, Tony?
There is not a goddamn thing wrong with downtown Minneapolis. It's just fucking fine. Jesus. I live like 5 blocks away from it. Jesus Christ. Everybody talks about downtown Minneapolis, but I never see their punk asses down there. Pisses me off. Stop ripping on Minneapolis like it's fucking the worst place in the fucking world.
And with that,
never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pace up.
I've been in Minneapolis for 6 years. It's fine.
now you guys do see what I see behind the scenes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But on that note, how's everybody doing?
Oh, Booth got traded.
To of all teams, the Cowboys.
Good. He can keep sucking for them.
Well, he is a defensive back. Zimmer is a defensive coordinator. He is a defensive backs guy. So we'll see what happens. You know, the guy we got in return, he's basically just a special teams guy. So
hopefully that means Scene's next, or Scene so bad nobody wants him.
Somebody might take a chance on him. Somebody might. I got one for you, though. Would you be interested in Juju Smith-Schuster?
I think it all depends on what happens, what they think, what the third receiver and stuff like that.
From what I heard, his knees are bad.
Yeah.
Which is why he got let go. I mean, we need wide receivers to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, the four that are probably going to make it are, of course, JJ and Jordan. Jordan's going to get suspended a couple of games. That gives you Naylor and Powell for sure. After that, it's anybody's guess.
Yeah, tomorrow we are doing the live stream of the game tomorrow. I know it's only preseason, but it is the Vikings' only home preseason game.
It's nationally televised too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nationally televised.
Yeah, JJ.
I think it all depends on his knee.
Yeah.
Which is why was with the Patriots, right? Patriots wouldn't go.
Oh, sweet. The Twins swept a doubleheader today against the Guardians. No, they're playing the Guardians. The Guardians are in first in the Central right now.
And they beat them twice? They swept them? What did the Twins do tonight?
That's what I'm saying. The Twins swept. The Twins swept the Guardians.
Oh, sweet.
What else?
Ace goal.
Everybody's favorite curmudgeon.
Tony, I got a new profile picture for you.
You got a what?
The new profile picture for you from YouTube. It's the new NFL mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at his name in chat.
Oh, yeah, that's what the new helmets will look like this year.
Have you watched any preseason games? Is anybody wearing those?
I did.
Is anybody wearing those helmets?
Yeah, there was a Pittsburgh Steelers lineman wearing them.
Yeah, I'm wondering with the onside kick rule, that a few years from now, it can only be on third down or something.
You know, Detroit got flagged last night on that kick rule. The ball didn't make it to the 20-yard line. They tried to squib it. So they got flagged, and the ball ended up at the 40-yard line. And then most of your touchbacks, there were a couple of touchbacks tonight. The ball goes out to the 30-yard line. How much you want to bet teams are just going to kick the ball in the end zone and out of the end zone and just put it at the 30?
I thought it was the 35.
Nah, it's the 30. They lined it up at the 30.
I mean,
The league doesn't care.
is the 5 yards going to make that much of a difference? Is the 30 between the 25 going to make that much of a difference?
Well, it's been that way though. And they, it used to be when you kicked the ball, if it was down to the end zone or out of the end zone, it went to the 20. Well, now, within the last 10 years, it's been every 5 yards.
So
now,
they're saying the offs now just normal run almost. Why do the Vikings even need to keep put Ty Chandler? I mean,
what,
if it's normal running play,
oh, you mean like kick return?
yeah, why play like that?
Because a lot of the thing with kick returns was playing on special teams was your most violent collisions. So they gradually got rid of the wedge busters. They gradually got wedge. You can't do the wedge.
Yeah, I get that, but now they're saying the kickoff is just a normal running.
It is. They try
Or
to
you don't need kickoff.
Well, they're trying to give it, make it a special teams, as they say, an important play, because just kicking the ball out of the end zone does nothing for the guys that are there, and nobody returns kicks anymore. So they want to make the kick return. That's why.
What I'm saying is, do you keep a guy on the roster now? And basically play
You got a bad connection tonight, T-Bass.
Yeah, I got a bad connection, T-Bass. Well, now it's.
Yeah, you're going in and out. You sound like Sarah usually does.
Give it another year. But I mean, like a guy like Kenny Nwangu, all he did was return kicks. So
the NFLPA is not going to be happy with they keep changing the kickoff rule. Like I know the NFL wants to completely take it out. NFLPA is not going to agree with that because that's lost of jobs.
Yeah, that's why they're not going to. And the NFL's doing it all for. See, I'm sorry, the NFL is trying to. They're almost turning into NFL Blitz. Real life NFL Blitz. I'm sorry, but at least you get hit on NFL Blitz. It's just they're all in for points. It's all about points. It's not even about the game anymore. It's all about entertainment.
I can see them taking away the blitz. You can't.
Yeah, I can see them doing that too. I can actually see them doing that too, and that's the sad part. So, tomorrow we'll get a look. We'll see if first game, but we'll see if KLC is going to actually run the ball more than throw it. That's one thing.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll get a look.
You don't like the kid from Dallas they picked up?
Yeah, what about him?
I don't know. He's big, 6'4". I think he might fit in. Or
he's you're breaking up a lot too still. He's a special teamer, but we'll see what happens. Right now it's wide open in the secondary. We'll see. So
yeah, it's interesting to see what's gonna happen.
Get down.
I think they have a workhorse more than they did last year. So I think the backups are probably going to get less play.
Well, Darnold is starting.
Yeah, going back to this question, no, I don't think he's going to start week one.
You know what? I do. I do.
I don't know, because people are saying that that he still looks like a rookie, and it's not so much They were saying it's not so much like um, his. They were saying it's like they want to wait just to make sure because he's still a rookie and I don't think they want to feed him to like the 49ers, week 2. Or they were saying he's still a rookie. He's got promise, but like it's not like his physical ability, but it's like it's the NFL, so it's like making the right mental reads and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, you know what though? This ain't the same NFL as before. Matter of fact, you put him out there now, he probably has success.
Well, if they do the kickoff like they do it in the XFL, then yes, there's a possibility. I've been to a couple of XFL games, and the kickoff is still pretty exciting.
Yeah. This year, the way they're doing the kickoff, this is a 1-year thing. This is definitely a 1-year deal. They're going to look at it again after this season. I bet they do the UFL where they kick from the 25, where you do the traditional and kick from the 25. So, hey, Sarah, what's up?
I'm sleepy, but I'll try to stay on for as long as I can.
Sarah's like, hey, can you put my X channel on the stream tonight? Because I got some people to watch. I'm like, you have to pay for it to stream on it. She's like, well, fuck that, I'm broke.
I know that feeling.
So, yeah. So pretty much, if you want to have your X live stream with StreamYard like this, like mine is right now, you have to pay for the blue check mark.
Yeah, that's not a priority.
Yeah. Some certain things are just not a priority. Hey, what was the final score of that? Hold on, I'll find out.
My wife was watching the chase, the car chase right now. So.
Is it still going on?
No, it's from earlier. It's from 7:00.
Who's being chased?
They're always having a car chase in California. That's pretty common.
Yeah, I think this is a YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel where they show nothing but chases.
Okay, Philadelphia beat Baltimore tonight, 16-13.
And also, I want to go back to another comment that Stella McCarthy said. Let me see.
I seriously think McCarthy might start week 1.
OMG. Is the world going to end tomorrow?
What?
Tony is optimistic and thinks McCarthy's going to start week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the world's going to end tomorrow. I never thought I would live to see this day.
I'd actually start him. I ain't going to lie.
Hey, we all know T-Bass. T-Bass isn't always negative. He's not always negative. He does say positive things, but like Tony, he's been burned so many times by the Vikings.
I don't think you start him for the first 5 games. Let Darnold.
Sacrifice Darnold for the first 5 games.
Well, put it this way: if the running game's working, it's probably if the running game's working and they're having success and they're actually winning, that's another thing. If they're winning, that changes the whole thing. Then you don't rush them in there.
Yes.
Thing is, you can start Darnold and replace them, but if you start McCarthy right from the get-go and he struggles and gets replaced,
You stay.
He might be. I think he's ready to play now, but
you stay.
I would say week 6 or whatever there, but the first 5 games, let Darnold to be. Then put.
I'm not saying week 6, but I don't think you can start him against the 49ers.
Well, hell, if you're gonna play him, I mean, it ain't like it's an easy schedule, folks. It's not easy at all. If you're gonna say the easiest game on the schedule at the moment would be probably the first game against the Giants.
I don't think the Jets are as big going to be big as a. Yeah, they
They're
got
not,
Rodgers.
but the Jets got that front four that scares me. They got that front four that scares me.
I was watching a betting video on the Vikings over and under for the season, and they were looking at all of Vegas predicted win total teams they were playing. There's only 2 teams on the schedule that are
Get off me, fool.
1 win or below.
Oh,
Everybody else
fool.
8 or so it's very.
I think people are way too fucking being way too ridiculous with the Bears right now.
What do they got the Bears at 10 or 11 wins?
No, I got them at 7, I think.
People are like people talking about the Bears. Some people are picking them to win the division.
Yeah, I'm not talking
about? The
about
Bears
people.
are
I'm
winning the
talking about
Super Bowl.
You know, people
Vegas.
are just going crazy with the Bears.
What did you say, Sarah?
I said the Bears are winning the Super Bowl. What you talking about?
That's how some people are thinking about the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears are.
I mean, Keith and I got into it last Friday about this.
There's some Viking fans that think the Vikings have a chance to win this.
Rome Oduzze has proven absolutely nothing in the NFL, and people acting like he's a perennial All-Pro. You know?
I said 7 to 10 wins, and I'm thinking I'm still going to go with 10 and 7. That's my for the Vikings.
I'm going right big.
What is this world we're living in? Tony's like freaking optimistic as hell. Like, did I wake up in a?
No, this is not an alternate universe. Well, hell, I
We're going
mean,
10 and 7. Like, god dang!
I said 10 and 7 before, though.
Did you eat some happy pills or something?
No, I haven't had any happy pills in a while.
I don't know. Is he in the Vikings Hall of Fame?
Kleinsaucer?
No,
No.
he's not in the Ring of Honor. He was a fan favorite.
He's not. He'll get in the Ring of Honor first before a lot of other Vikings will, though.
He was a fan favorite. I liked him.
I liked him too.
He did all the dirty work.
Yeah, see,
Tosser?
selling. My whole thing is we've got the players to win between 7 and 10 wins, but the biggest problem is KOC. The biggest problem. I am still not sold on KOC. At least not as a play caller.
My biggest is after week 2, if they lose both games, he's just going to give up on the run. He's just going to say, "Oh, I tried to run the ball. Let's go back to pass."
Oh, hey, Curtis, did you send Zoe the link?
Zoe doesn't need the link. Zoe can just join through StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you think that's possible if things don't go well the first few games and he tries to run the ball? He's just going to say,
But I can put the link in chat, but he doesn't really need it.
See, this is the thing with KOC. Even when the run is working, he abandoned it. He just would quit running the ball. He's got to learn to stick with it. Just don't abandon it.
I just worry that he's gonna back the past that.
You know, it's. I almost think he should give up the play calling, but that's just me. Concentrate on the whole team.
When's the last time you seen the Vikings run a drop?
I made some fried rice.
You made fried rice?
Yeah.
Oh, Sharon, don't bring me any.
Hey, I got lost after I left your place last week. I almost ended up. I forgot to grab my money, and so I was like so scared I was gonna like run out of gas. I somehow ended up in South Minneapolis. Oh my lord!
Were you driving on E?
Huh?
Was your gas tank on E when you dropped off that stuff?
No, it wasn't. But because I got lost, I ended up having to waste a lot of gas. I was like, and then I figured out, oh wait, I can get on Lake Street and go east because that turns into Marshall. And then I figured I would know where to go from Marshall. And so then I was driving up on Lake Street, and then I saw West River Road, so I know that road. So that's how I ended up getting home.
I was gonna say you could have just went down Franklin.
I should have.
Yeah, you should have went down Franklin. D Woods.
What's up, fellas? How y'all been,
Wait a
man?
second,
What's
Sarah,
going
was
on?
that Tona's house?
Hey guys, what do you guys think of the Fabian Moreau pickup? I'm pretty excited about it. Got a guy with experience. I mean, he's got about 16, 17 starts underneath him.
It can't hurt.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think he's going to surprise.
He can't hurt. I mean, with
I
the
don't
way
know.
he
That
throws the
dude's
ball.
been looking pretty good. McCain.
You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll
Are
get
you
a look at
talking
these
about,
guys
like,
tomorrow.
McLaughlin or whatever
Yeah,
his
I
name
can't
is?
wait till tomorrow.
I need to see. Here's what I need to see. I need to see a pass rush. I need to see a pass rush, and I need to see a consistent pass rush, and not off the edges. I need to see it up the middle.
What kind of pass was he trying to see? Just a blitz or just a consistent one?
A consistent pass rush, like with the base
They're
four,
gonna have
with the base four
blitz.
players, and you get a push up the middle with your inside
I-
guys. We have
I
the
think there's-
edges. You need your inside guys to get
I
that.
think they're
push
going to
up
have
the
to blitz up the middle. Going to have to blitz.
We can't. I mean, you can blitz. I mean, blitz is fine, but you can't blitz all the damn time.
Yeah, I think that's what happened the last couple of games of the season. Like they got figured out on that blitz, and the defense just wasn't
Yeah,
completely the
it
same.
just
Like,
it's
you gotta
Yeah,
learn how
but
to play straight up, man.
Who do we got to get pressure up the middle?
only one I know of is Tillery. That's
I think they're
experienced.
probably going to get more pressure in the middle. Probably put more of those edge rushers in the middle, like that NASCAR patches they did back in the day with New York, where they put the outside guys in the middle just on passing downs, third down.
Well,
Kind of gather some.
They got the personnel to do that. I mean,
Yeah, they got enough edge rushers that they can do that.
Yeah.
Probably kill them in draw plays if teams run draws, but
Exactly.
but they don't. I mean, you're not going to get it from Phillips. You're not going to get it from who's the other guy we got?
Tillery,
Roy.
Jerry Tillery?
Jerry Tillery.
Tillery.
Before the
Yeah,
Roy.
he's got a bum knee.
The kid they drafted last year.
They still got
Roy.
Bullard.
I think they still got Bullard.
Well, would Jones fit that criteria?
Well, Jones is technically a outside linebacker / defensive end.
Yeah. They would have to put him in the middle doing passing.
They
on,
put
like,
him in
third
the middle.
down.
He's so skinny though.
Yeah.
They're going to have. I mean, with those guards and centers, I mean, he double team. He's a dead man. But you got to have somebody that can push that pocket back.
They still got money left. They can still trade for somebody or sign somebody. See what happens.
No, we can't trade for nobody. We got no draft picks.
Well, there are trades where you can actually give the team cash.
We give him Lewis Steen.
Only thing we could get is I don't think anybody will take Lewis Seen off our hands.
I'm shocked.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna Lewis Seen is probably gonna stay with us.
Hey, Tony and Kesh, you guys seen way more football than me, and I go to you guys to get some gems. I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
I'm starting to think, and I'm starting to feel a little bit different. I think the Vikings failed Lewis Seen and Andrew Booth. Why I say that is because it's just like, to me, what more can you see in practice? Sometimes guys don't really practice good. Like, just throw these guys out there and let them sink or swim. We all know that when you come to the league as a defensive, back or whatever, it takes you some time to kind of develop in the NFL game. And I just feel like the Vikings kind of like, this is only Booth's third year, and we can go out here and call him a bust or whatever. But I remember when Xavier Rose got drafted high, it took him about 2-3 seasons to kind of get it because he was basically just a walking penalty. But I just feel like you have to get these guys out there to kind of get their lumps, especially the corners, in order for them to learn. And I just feel like...
Yeah, but remember, those are Donner Shells guys. Those aren't Flores guys.
Yeah, I understand that to a certain extent, but it's just like, okay, you're bringing guys in practice. It's like, what more can you get out of practice? It's practice.
But coaches aren't gonna want. Coaches are gonna want their own guys unless they are like generation talent, like JJ. Then they'll keep them. But if it's a fringe guy, they're gonna want their own guys.
So
Well,
look at
the
Xavier
thing
Rose.
was-
So Xavier Rose was drafted with the Frazier regime, and Zimmer basically made him into a better cornerback.
Because Zimmer, you got to remember, D Wood, Zimmer was a defensive coach.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, like, what does that say about Flores in this regime? Is it's like you're giving up on a guy in his third year and you're bringing bums in and he's not playing. I'd rather him play and get beat.
But
That is how I look at it.
traded a bum for a bum, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but they brought in bums.
Here's the thing with Scene.
In the words of Mike Zimmer,
Scene broke his leg, and so that probably set him back. Him breaking his leg the way he did.
True, I take that.
And then he played in preseason. Now, I'll tell you what, he was missing tackles, he was missing assignments. It was like his head wasn't in the game. He was starting preseason
Not
last
studying
year.
the playbook.
Yeah,
So
And he just looked lost. Booth, on the other hand, Booth is okay, but Booth gets hurt.
Injury prone.
and
He's
he gets
injury
into
prone.
fights.
And now here's the thing, too. We give Flores a lot of credit, right? But the position
I'm starting to pull
coaches
back
we
on
have-
it.
Huh?
I'm starting to pull back on it a little bit.
The position coaches we have are not that good.
See, exactly, and I feel like that is like it has to roll downhill to the point of being like, I know Flores is a linebacker guy. He developed the linebackers, and it's
Yeah.
like we're bringing in all these hyper safeties to do all these crazy different jobs, and it's like, okay, just like you said with the blitz, Tony, how long can you blitz before other teams figure it out that we can't cover on the outside?
And when
Wood,
they
I've been asking for quite a while now. The Vikings were highest blitz percentage team, but they were one of the lowest quarterback pressures.
Yeah.
What are we going to do to
They
fix
weren't
that?
getting home.
Because if you don't fix that, it's going to be the same shit.
Unfortunately,
They did fix it though. because Bernard
unfortunately-
has one of the highest percentages of pressure rate.
unfortunately,
Well,
two of the guys that they were going to lean on to fix that. One of them, may he rest in peace, and the other one tore his knee up.
Right.
I think they were going to rely heavily on Kyrie and Blackman.
Yeah, but you know what though? It doesn't matter who's in that secondary. If the opposing quarterback's got all day to throw, it don't matter who's
It don't
back.
matter.
Exactly.
You can only cover so long.
You need a consistent pass rush, especially in today's NFL where they're throwing the ball 75% of the game.
Bernard had a higher
What
pressure
are
rate
you
than
guys?
Steele.
I agree with Bob. What are y'all worried about? We got Duke Shelley. It's all good.
Nah, dude. That's like
I mean,
I said. You keep bringing
You
in
can
balls.
ask any DB in the league if they want to be on a team that has the highest blitz percentage and the lowest quarterback pressure rate. They're going to say, hell no, that leaves me outside.
But think about it
I
like
mean-
this, though, guys. If you consistently blitz, that means you're bringing an extra guy, on the blitz.
Exactly.
That means you're,
Exactly.
that means you're leaving your corners on the island having to play man to man or whatever because you can't really play a zone in that if you're blitzing all the time.
Also, I'm going to tell you something.
The end of the year, D Wood, teams were wise on that.
This is the thing. I hate the 3-4 defense.
Me too. I'm a 4-3 guy all the way.
I'm a 4-3 guy. I was even a 5-6 with 6 defensive backs and 5 deep down linemen, and you can work off of that. You need to get max pressure on the quarterback. But with a 3-4 is just, and it worked for the Rams because they had Aaron Donald.
Right. But people like a 3-4 because they say, like, basically, if you come out there in a 3-4, you don't know where this guy is going to go. You can kind of disguise a couple of things, but I like the 4-3 because I like 4 down linemen.
You could do that with a 4-3 too.
Yeah, you could.
You
have
could
to have a stud tackle.
Here's the thing. Now
I'd rather run a 4-2-5 than a 3-4.
And a 4-2-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
here's the
you
thing.
still got 4 down linemen. That's my
exactly.
thing.
This is perfect because a 4-2-5, basically, you've got Josh Metellus on your defense.
Right.
You move him up to the box, it's a 4-3.
Yep.
The man can play he's kind of like a rover, as he used to call.
Welcome, winging it.
Monster back or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that, and that would be perfect for him. Have him lined up all over the
Yeah,
field.
they call it Big Nickel, but Big Nickel can play linebacker.
Big Nickels can play linebacker. Here's the thing, too. The Vikings, I'll tell you what, the Vikings ain't going to be able to stop the run this year.
Too light the pants on the line.
Exactly.
And I'm reading Theo Jackson's working his way into some playing time.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Well, they say
just that team play.
They say that Theo Jackson. This was a quote from, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember where I saw it. It was an official reporter. So he's like, the reason Theo Jackson is working his way in is because he may not have the talent of some of the other players, but he's smarter and he's getting everything down. So I wonder if that was a jab at Lewis.
That's a jab at Lewis Scene.
I got another question for y'all. I'm sounding like Zoe. How many guys of that Georgia defense in the past couple of years of the secondary has actually panned out in the NFL?
In the secondary?
In that Bulldog secondary.
The only guy from that defense that played out was the tackle who got drafted by the Eagles, Carter.
That's
Jim
it.
Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. That's it.
That's it.
Didn't Ringo have a halfway decent rookie year last year? I don't know which.
Oh, and Green Bay, that guy on Green Bay.
Martavius Ringo went to LSU, I think.
Yeah, with LSU.
Yeah.
Oh, Ringo was LSU. I thought he was Georgia.
That Georgia Bulldog defense, that secondary, those
What's
guys
that guy
aren't
on Green
panning
Bay?
out.
But actually, Quay Walker, the goofball in Green Bay.
Yeah, he's
got the
from that
talent,
Georgia defense.
He's got the talent, but he makes boneheaded plays at the end of the game, costing his team 15 yards and getting kicked out and everything else.
The Wayne Rudd syndrome.
I think he's playing the middle linebacker this year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, though, he's part of that Georgia defense.
Yeah, he was a part of it. Here's the thing: you had so much talent on that Georgia defense that Scene could basically freelance.
Yeah, so let him freelance. That's what I'm saying. It's like I just look at it like this. Though I love Harrison Smith, but sometimes you need addition, by subtraction. And I kind of
but D Woods, you can't freelance at this level.
You gotta see what you got, man.
They did, and he got
They
no.
did.
That's why they said no.
I forget which game it was last year. Was one of the
Tennessee.
preseason games.
He got
Tennessee.
beat so bad.
Oh, where he missed that tackle?
That's Tennessee.
Yeah.
He got beat so
Tennessee.
bad, somebody should have called child protection on him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, guys. It's like I understand he's been getting beat and his tackling or whatever like that, but it's like, how do you ever expect for him to get better if he's never going to get better in game time speed?
Well,
Some guys are not good in practice.
Here's the thing, though. Scene would probably get more playing time right now, but the Vikings didn't see Josh Metellus stepping up the way he did. He elevated his game to the point where once he got on the field, he was basically telling motherfuckers, "I dare you to take me off the field." He was.
Yeah,
the
true.
way he played.
That is the mentality of a lot of NFL players. I dare you to take me off the field.
You can't. Once I get on this field, you're not getting me off of here.
Off the field.
True.
If it's, and you got to have that attitude. Once you get in that starting lineup, you're going to have to kill me to get off this starting lineup.
So puts him
like Brady said, it's like he always made sure he was ready, that the moment he got that start, he was never going to relinquish it.
You got to have that mentality.
Well, talking on safeties, what's everybody's expectations of Smith?
Of who?
Of who?
Harrison Smith.
He retires at the end of the year.
Yeah, he retires at the end of the year.
I mean, is he going to put out, be quality player still, or
no? I think he's just going to be kind of he's not going to get as much snaps. He's just going to kind of be a vet.
He's Terrence Newman at safety.
He'll be a veteran leader. That's all.
That's what he is.
Yeah, he's a veteran leader.
Not going to be taking all the snaps. He
shouldn't take all the snaps anymore.
What they're probably going to do is I think he's got a starting streak, so he'll keep that. But you're probably going to see a lot of Metellus Strong, buying him free, and
Where I
Theo
heard
Jackson.
they're gonna
yeah, Jackson.
Theo Jackson to give Harrison.
Okay. So what if this happens, right? Let's say Flores keeps all these 4 or 5 safeties on the team, whatever, right? And then he leaves next year. Where does that put your defense?
He's not leaving.
We don't know that.
He has that lawsuit. He's not leaving.
Well, if the Vikings don't sign him back, he's gonna be out of a job.
We don't know. He might go somewhere else.
And the Wilfs are acting really weird because they're not talking about giving Kwesi and KOC an extension either.
I don't think they should yet.
I think they already got it in the bag.
I think they're waiting to see what. I think they might be waiting to see what happens this year.
They want to see what this season looks like.
Yeah,
because they played with house money last year with that 13-win season.
But you got to remember though, Kwesi's replacement is already in the building.
Here we go with Grigson again. I know where Tony's going. I really think they got these extensions in the bag. I just think too they want to see like the development of the quarterback. They want to see the development of defense. They want to kind of see what the vision for this team is, going forward. And they don't want to give them an extension too early and kind of shoot themselves in the foot and if everything falls apart like it did last year.
So basically the Wilfs have learned their lesson from Spielman and Zimmer and Cousins. They're not giving extensions out like candy.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
Put it this way.
That's the reason why Mike Zimmer's coaching now, because he's not getting paid.
Put it this way: if the Vikings make the playoffs this year and they win a playoff game, they're getting an extension.
They're getting that extension.
They're getting an extension.
They're getting that extension.
Yeah, but I mean,
no matter what.
Oh, if they make to the playoffs and win a playoff game, I think they deserve it.
But like you said, D Woods, what's up? I mean, what's going to happen with Flores?
Yeah, you don't know it, and that's why I'm really disappointed with the cornerback room, because I want a cornerback that can basically sit up there, that can play the zone, that can play man, and not have to rely on the blitz. Because if we got to keep relying on the blitz is only going to be lasting for so long. Especially we had guys that wasn't even getting home last year, so it's kind of like build the defense with guys that's going to be able to just play defense and not just play within the scheme.
And this is what happens too, and this always bothers me with the Vikings. They had a defensive coach, but things fell apart. So then they wanted to get an offensive coach. Well, you got your offensive coach who don't know shit about defensive football.
Right.
He barely knows offense. I don't care what anybody says. His play calling tells me he don't know a whole hell of a lot about offense. So now you're giving your defense up to Flores, and Flores is, of course, a linebacker. So Flores, 3-4, he's thinking about his position, how he played it, and what worked for, when he played. And a 3-4, and it's a 3-4. If you're going to play a 3-4, you need that dominant outside linebacker to be your pass rusher.
That Michael Parsons role, you need that.
You need a Parsons, you need a Lawrence Taylor, Andre Tippett, Derek Thomas. You need that outside linebacker, Cornelius Bennett, to be your main pass rusher.
Maybe that's what they think Dallas Turner or Grenard is going to turn into.
Well, Dallas Turner, you know what? Dallas Turner can play in the 3-point stance. He could be. You could make him into a Myles Garrett if you really wanted him to.
I put his name in the current Viking team is kind of like the '85 Bears. Mike Ditka was the head coach, but Buddy Ryan was a head coach also. I think that's with O'Connell and Flores.
But the thing is, though, but here's the thing: the whole situation with Ditka was when Ditka got the job, he got stuck with Buddy Ryan because the defensive players on the team, when they fired Neil Armstrong, Alan Page had just retired. They had Alan Page write up a letter and go talk to George Halas, the team owner, that said, should you hire a new head coach, that new head coach has to keep Buddy Ryan.
Well, I think the Vikings defensive players got Flores' back. I think they all like playing for him.
You can like somebody all you want. That don't mean you're gonna go to the friggin' owner and say, if you not keep this guy, I'm out of here.
Well,
It worked with the Bears. They kept Buddy Ryan, and there was always that friction with Ditka because he wasn't. Ditka didn't want him. There was always that friction, but Buddy Ryan was not Ditka's guy.
8-ball if they should get an extension.
What's that?
I'm asking my 8-ball Magic 8-ball if they should get an extension.
You're asking your Magic
They say
8-ball?
last year, weren't they saying last year there was some locker room friction with O'Connell and
there was. There was, and they shut it down real quick.
Voted him as the second best coach in the league, so I don't know.
Matter of fact, my Connect got in trouble because he was putting it out there that there was something going on in the locker room.
Yeah, I can believe it. I mean, there's some.
He got in trouble because there was a disconnect in the locker room. He had lost. KOC lost that locker room last year for a little bit of the season. He lost it, and
I don't believe that.
It's true, Sarah. It's true.
I don't believe that because if he did, then why wouldn't the guys have played for him to win those 3 extra games?
Because they still got a check at the end of the day.
They still got a paycheck, and they're professionals.
Yeah.
No,
It was true. Trust me, Sarah. It was true.
I don't buy it.
It was true. Yeah, my Connect told me it was true.
I just think a lot of players want a fiery coach.
A lot of these players now really don't care. They're just in it
How
for
many
the
of those guys are playing for Flores instead of KOC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And here's the thing. And Flores can be a head coach. He got a raw deal in Miami.
Sure did.
So he can be a head coach.
The owner of the Miami Dolphins is an asshole.
Yeah, he's right up there with
Stephen Ross is a dick.
He's right up there with
Jerry
Jones and Daniel Snyder and who else? Oh, the guy in Carolina.
Yeah, but people say he failed Tua.
He did pay Tua though, didn't he?
Yeah,
he had Tua, but Tua's not that good, man.
Tua's not that good.
It's not even like, come on, we're not even going to be like Tua's all world. He didn't want Tua for a reason because Tua's not good.
Tua is like one concussion away from retiring.
He definitely is.
He's definitely one concussion away from retiring.
My basketball team's got the best looking owner. I don't care what anybody says.
Look different.
I was watching the preseason game tonight with the Dolphins. They flashed up a stat. They were either number 1 or number 2 in every offensive category.
Yeah, because that coach they got is an offensive guy.
Yeah. But you see what happened in the first game of the playoffs? They got sent home.
They couldn't even make it past the Bills or they didn't do shit either. So the right offense they had, it was useless.
Only defensive. They had the defensive guys, but they just couldn't. It's for some. And Fangio was running their defense.
And they couldn't beat winning teams.
When did Fangio go to? He's in Philly now.
He wanted to be in Philly last year, but he had accepted the Miami
the Miami consulting job
because the Eagles didn't get poached until after the Super Bowl.
So he's in Philly now, huh?
Davey.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Davey. Well, that's Philly for you. They just keep reloading. What the hell?
They'll all be fired by the end of the season anyway. So.
Boy, you optimistic. Damn. You said nobody getting an extension.
That whole Philly coaching staff is done. If they don't get to at least the second round of the playoffs this year, they all fired.
Even after getting Saquon, man.
Yeah, Saquon's my guy, but I just don't believe in Sirianni.
Sirianni is a problem.
Yeah.
Sirianni is a problem.
Speaking of the KOC extension, so let's say Vegas is right and they win 6 games this year. Does the ownership tell KOC we're going to wait to the end of next year?
No, he still gets the extension because they're not gonna judge too much on what the wins and losses look like. They really want to judge KOC or of how JJ McCarthy develops from his collegiate career of what he can do in the NFL. If they go if they only win 6 games and JJ McCarthy has promised to be the quote unquote franchise quarterback of the future, they will give KLC an extension because he helped develop that. And that's
Why
what he
don't
was
they just
brought in
give
here to
those
do.
extension now then?
I'm not
If
giving
the
no.
six-win season
I don't
goes
care
bad,
how. I don't care how JJ develops. I'm not giving no coach that goes 6-10, 6-11, 7-10, and he's got his last year. He goes 7-10 again. No,
But think about it like this though, Tony. If
I
you
agree with Silling on this one, by the way.
yeah. I mean, I
I think Quasi's
you know what though.
I think Quasi's way safer than KFC is.
Quasi
I
is
think Crazy is safe too.
Here's the thing. Quasi is not a football guy per se. But Quasi knows money.
He's turning into a football guy now though.
He's not a football guy. Trust me, he's not a football guy.
He's turning into
He's
one.
not a football. If you're using analytics, you're not a football guy. That means you can't look at your eye and tell something. That's why I said they've already got a football guy in the building. You know who that is.
We're not going to say his name no more, Tony.
Yeah, you are. Because he'll end up having a job. You'll have to say his name.
It'll be our GM next year.
But here's the thing. Quasi did a hell of a job with the cap. He did a hell of a job with the extensions. He got the key players extended. I think so. He's done that. So they might keep him for that. KOC is going to be on thin ice.
That's just dumb because when you just
for
back
anybody
a
who wants to
rookie
join, by the way.
quarterback and then you get rid of the coach, the new coach comes in. He doesn't like that rookie quarterback. He's going to draft his own quarterback, and the cycle just keeps repeating.
It depends on the coach, though. If they go back and get a defensive coach, it's a different story. But most defensive coaches like to run an old school offense, which means they want to run the ball, which actually you ask anybody in football, it's an age old thing. What helps a young quarterback and an old quarterback or any quarterback?
Running the ball and a good defense.
Yeah.
Tony talked about that before you joined, Davey.
What's that? Oh yeah, it's bad, Davey. I mean, it's bad. I'm trying to give it a chance, but it's going to be one and done with that kickoff.
I say mid-season is gone.
You think so?
Yes.
That's
you really?
bullshit,
Yes.
McCarthy, because he hasn't even been here for as long as Childress. So to say he has accomplished less is bullshit.
Childress's first year won 6 games, but he should not have had the gig anyway. He had
a Hall of Fame quarterback. Okay, so let's not forget that.
Who?
Brett Favre.
I don't count Brett as a Viking. I count him as a Packer.
No, but
You know the only difference, Sarah, between Travaris Jackson the year before and Brett Favre the next year? One more playoff win and one more regular season win.
And
That's
Tavares didn't win all them games. He got benched for Gus Farad.
That's right.
Well,
Right.
well, that's all.
Childress.
all it was.
Here's the thing with Childress. Childress got handed a veteran team. And then the Wilfs did everything to give him, they got him Allen, they got him Brett, they got him players, and Adrian. So he had a nucleus for a winning team, but he was just a dumbass coach.
Exactly.
Kick-ass offense. How dare you question it?
So you basically said that Tavares Jackson had one less win than Brett Favre in 2009? That's what you're saying?
I think so, yeah.
But you got to think about
One or two.
from their point of view, though. Even if Brett Favre got that extra win and they got 1-1 in the playoffs, they did have to buy. They had to buy that year, didn't they?
Yeah, they got to buy.
They got to buy that year.
Although, you know what? I'll tell you what. I talk shit about Brett, but I'll tell you what. Brett did run up to score on the Cowboys in the playoffs, and I will always love him for that.
he brought an energy to that team that wasn't there. That's
Yeah.
But I knew at the end of the day the real Brett Favre was going to show up.
Huh?
I knew at the end of the day the real Brett Favre was going to show up, just like the real Case Keenum was going to show up. I just was hoping Case Keenum was going to show up doing it in the regular season, not in the playoffs.
Yeah, you knew with. Although I still would have brought back Case, but
Yeah,
you know,
especially after a timeout, Bob.
What?
Exactly.
12-minute huddle.
Oh, you know who that's on? That's on Childress.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's talking
I heard
about.
that was on what's the name? That was what's the name's fault? Airbnb. That he was in the ear and they couldn't even get the call going.
No, that was on Childress.
No,
that was on
it's
Childress.
head coach, man. The head coach is
I mean, it was a timeout. You called a timeout.
Yeah, that was on Childress.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, Childress should have knew better to get him out of the goddamn huddle, first of all, and he didn't do it. So,
well, hey, let's be honest. If it was the old playoff format, the Vikings would have had a bye that year. They went 13-4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't compare.
Yeah.
Which year?
The first
when they went 13-4, the Vikings would have got a bye.
They should have got a bye.
He's saying that KOC didn't even get a bye. Well, they changed the playoff format.
They changed the playoff format, but you know what? It's the NFL. You got to be prepared.
The Vikings wouldn't have got a bye that year either. The Vikings would, if they had the same playoff in 2009 that they had this last year, the Vikings would not have got that first round bye.
The thing with the Childress here, and I was at this game. We went to see the Vikings in Pittsburgh, and I remember that game. They had 1st and goal on the 1, and you have Adrian Peterson. Childress had Favre throwing first 8 times.
I was like, T-Bass talking.
Wait. Are you talking? What year? Are you talking about the playoffs, the championship game?
No. The year they went
Steelers
against the Steelers. They had 1st and goal on the 1, and they didn't run Peterson.
Was that 2009 or was that 2010?
This is 2009.
It was the year with Favre.
We lost our first game of the year to the Steelers.
We had 2 years with Favre.
And if
that was 2009.
Well, we saw what happened when they get the ball to Peterson on the goal line. The motherfucker fumbled 4 times.
Exactly.
And if they win that game, though, at least run them once. If they win that game against the Steelers, they end up losing by 3.
But T-Bass, you
have home
know
field
that Brett
advantage.
Favre hated you do know that Brett Favre hated Childress, and he will always change plays after Childress called him, right?
Favre thought Childress was a dumbass.
So we don't know if Childress called a run play, and Favre said, "Fuck that, we passing it."
I'll bet you anything. Favre did do
so
that.
We don't know that.
I bet he did that.
You got
all 4 times.
He would. Now that you bring that up, I bet he did do that.
Yeah,
all 4 times.
Favre hated Childress.
Wow. All 4 times he changes the play. Wow.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Favre, man.
Yeah. Don't forget, Childress was going to bench Favre in Carolina. They got into it. It was either Carolina or Arizona. They got into it on the sideline. Childress was going to bench him. And Favre's like,
I'll never forget that, because if they win that game, they got home field advantage in the playoffs. They're not playing.
I get you, but I think Brett changed the play.
No. I did. That was a great game. I just didn't understand 4th and goal or 1st and goal on the 1, and you got the best running back in the league.
You actually had a pretty decent offensive line for him to run behind too.
What you say? Pretty decent. You had a good offensive line. You had Mount McKinney on the offensive line. You had Matt Burke over there.
Okay, D Woods.
Man,
if you're a good player, you don't get kicked off the goddamn Pro Bowl team.
What college did he go to?
So what?
No, just ask the question. What college did he go to?
So what?
He's a Hurricane. Hurricanes do hurricane shit. I just said, Hurricanes do hurricane shit. You know
who
it.
Talking about?
Brian McKinney. He's a Hurricane, man.
You talking about the whole convicts versus Catholics type of thing?
I still have one of those shirts somewhere.
Damn Pro Bowl! You got to really fuck up to get kicked off the Pro Bowl.
He's a Hurricane. What do you expect? I mean,
Dude,
Oh.
how many Pro Bowls did Ray Lewis go to?
He went to a lot, but
Yeah,
that's
did he
the
get
Godfather,
kicked
though.
out? Michael Irvin, how many? Now that motherfucker should have been kicked off the Pro Bowl team. He didn't get kicked off the
He
Pro
brought
Bowl
the
team.
Coke.
But
You
if
can't
you
kick the guy
ask-
off that brings the Coke.
Ray Edwards,
You gotta keep him around.
Ray Lewis did get in trouble though. He was
You can't kick Michael Irvin off, man. He brought all the Coke to everybody.
You wrong for that, D Woods. You wrong for
I'm
that.
just
He has
on my team.
he has cleaned up his act. He only does 2 lines before he goes on TV.
And that's why when he goes online, he's always sweating. And I know damn well they got AC in there. I know they got AC in there.
Yeah,
He's
he
like 200 degrees in there. Like, come on, Mike.
he's sweating like it's game day.
He didn't sweat that much during the game time. What are you talking about, Tony?
Gary's taking off.
No.
See you later, Sarah.
Later, Gary. Damn.
Warren Sapp was a Hurricane too, right?
And he was an a-hole too.
I wish we would have drafted
Didn't he
him.
get kicked off of NFL Network for sexual harassment?
Yeah, he did.
I wish
He's
we
a
would have
hurricane. What
drafted
do you
him.
expect, man?
But he was retired.
He still was a hurricane?
But he never got kicked off the Pro Bowl.
True.
Who'd we draft instead of Sapp that year?
Derek Alexander.
Okay, yeah.
And he was brittle bones.
Could have had Sapp. Another great tackle in the
Wait, Tony, didn't Matt Burke and McKinney end up winning a Super Bowl with Baltimore anyway?
Yep.
Together?
Yep. They sure did.
They both won a Super Bowl together with Baltimore.
Devin Hester was a cane.
Well, you know the funny part with McKinney was McKinney had that recording studio and everything, right? He had that entertainment company. He borrowed a ton of money from the NFL. So he had to stay in the NFL just to pay back the money he owed. So basically, he was playing for free, but he got a ring out of it.
Got a ring out of it.
He got a ring out of it. But I mean, he borrowed so much money from the NFL just to keep his business afloat down in Miami.
What happened?
No, that would have been scary as hell. No stop.
And the Vikings gave up every excuse and all that other shit for not taking Sapp. It's stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's like it's easy for us to judge hindsight, but I mean, at the time, it's like you never know how these players.
No, at the time, Sarah, it was bad. It was bad, and they knew it was bad. They drafted Derek. Here's the thing: Derek Alexander held out. He didn't play all preseason until like the last game of the year, and then they stuck him in the starting lineup, and he was horrible.
I know, but I'm just saying, all these players are all just prospects. You never know how they're going to turn out until hindsight.
Yeah, but at that time,
but you knew Warren Sapp was the real deal. That was the whole thing. There are certain players that you know are the real deal.
Yeah,
and Warren Sapp was the real deal, and we needed.
Surprise me if the Bucs are the ones who put that rumor out.
Yeah, because Tony Dungy was their new head coach.
Yeah.
He was their new head coach, and he built
probably wanted to stay in Florida anyway, though, if you think about it.
You could tell Warren Sapp was a bad man.
But can you imagine Sapp and Randall on the same damn line?
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
That's a lot of sacks.
Maybe.
That could have.
Guys, look at Shaq is cleaning up for us.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So our show won't be so dirty.
I feel like I need to go wake up and put on some makeup now.
Who'd we pass on when we took Darrell Nelson? Was it Marcus Allen?
Oh God, we passed on Marcus Allen, Walter Abercrombie, Gerald Riggs. A bunch of running backs.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who were the real deal, and failed.
And also, Darren Nelson held out.
Yeah.
What happened to our buddy Nugs? He hasn't been on for a long time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
Zoe,
He's
that's
more
his
of
guy.
a.
That's Zoe. Zoe would know.
Yeah, Zoe is more of a. He's more of. I think he gets on when Zoe gets on. When
Yeah, you
Zoe's
know
the channel
Zoe's got to
boss
hang
stuff.
out with his Lion friends because he is a
Yeah, you
Lions
know,
fan.
that's that Detroit thing going on. You know how
Yeah.
that goes, Sarah.
Yeah. It's all about them Motor City Kitties.
Hey, Woods, are you going to be on with us tomorrow?
To change out
Probably,
his,
I can hop
walls.
on for a little bit. I'm gonna be watching the game though, for sure.
I'll hop
All right,
off.
guys, well, I got to work tomorrow. I'll catch everybody later. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
T-Bass, take care.
Yeah, I'm texting Zoe to see if he's going to get on. So.
But yeah, I'll probably pop on for a minute. It's just preseason. I really don't care. Regular season, I'm usually watching games with Trisha. So she did watch the Falcons game tonight, or a little bit of it.
Did Kirk play?
No.
Kirk played the preseason.
Yeah, some things never change.
I gotta work for free.
How did Penix look?
I ain't doing that.
Well, Penix drove him had a touchdown drive. He didn't look bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Penix didn't look bad.
Yeah,
It's
too
the
bad
worst
he's not
time to
going to
wanna
see the
play.
field until he's 30.
Oh, he's going to see the field this year. He's going to play this year.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. He's going to play this year. Yeah, he's going to play this year. When Kirk has his Kirk moments in Atlanta, he's not going to be coddled like he was up here. He's not. He's not going to be coddled.
Hey, winging it. Which channel popped up? Yogi's or mine?
That's got to be yours.
Because I hope it's because I don't. Yogi's got.
Where's
far
Yogi
more,
been at, man? I haven't seen Yogi on here. in
Well,
a while.
Yogi's got football.
Yeah, Yogi
Okay.
runs the Arena League, man.
Yeah, their team is in
runs
the championship.
Yeah,
I
he runs the
believe.
Arena League team. He's probably at the championship game
Yep.
Okay.
because he's a player personnel developer. He's the reason why they're in the championship game.
And they are in northern Minnesota, which is
That Duluth.
Duluth, which is 3 hours away from us.
Oh, okay.
So if he's working with them, so
Man,
yeah, it's a
the days when I used to go to school up at UMD.
the only thing I did at UMD was party like a motherfucker.
Now
Oh my
Woods is not
God.
East Coast.
Exactly. UMD stood for you must drink.
Yeah, UMD. There were two schools that you went to party all the time: UMD and St. Cloud State. And
Yep.
sometimes you stopped at St. Cloud State on your way to UMD just to party at St. Cloud State
Isn't
and then
St. Cloud
finish your trip
State
to
considered
UMD.
like a poor school, like a trash school?
Huh?
Is St. Cloud State like get looked down upon by other colleges?
Well, they're Division 1 in hockey.
Yeah, they're good at hockey and drinking. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Those UMD were good at drinking and hockey too.
Yeah, UMD's good at drinking and hockey too. There ain't a whole hell of a lot to do. There's a lot to do up in Duluth, actually. It is like the Twin Cities, but it's only time I went up there, I was 3 sheets to the wind.
No, my
I'm glad you
uh,
found us, winging it. We're live every Wednesday. We do a Vikings Finish show, except for this last Wednesday because they were working on my internet. I didn't get it back until like 3:00 in the morning. But every Wednesday we do a Vikings Vintage show, and then Fridays during the off season it's every 2 weeks. But when the season comes around, it's almost every week. We do this show where we talk about the Vikings, but we also talk about other things. You want to talk about music, you want to talk about cars, you want to talk about movies, music, anything like that. We talk about that as well. But it just happens to be Vikings every last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, speaking of last week, remember how I was telling you guys about that movie, The Strangers?
the what?
The strangers, the ones when they're in the house by themselves.
Oh yeah.
The people
Yeah. So
masks come.
afterwards, I got so
What up,
freaked out.
Viking?
I kept hearing like somebody was upstairs, so I couldn't sleep. Like 8 in the morning, I was so tired. I slept the whole day.
You need to stop watching them stupid ass movies that make you freak out and then you can't sleep.
I
Did
know.
Zoe text you back, Catch?
What do you mean didn't know we were live?
Typical Zoe. Hey, I'm gonna pop back in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, Zoe should be on by then, hopefully.
All right.
How does he? What does he mean? You didn't know? You didn't know?
I just told him we always live on Friday. We always
Yeah.
He's buying time to take down
Is
all
this
the
a more
live
truer
stuff.
statement? Is this more of a truer statement by a typical Vikings fan?
It depends. There are those that, if it depends on how many years he's got in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, there are Viking fans
So,
now
but actually,
that.
it's like
No, that wasn't East Coast.
I've invested too much that I can't like go choose another team now.
Well, see, I'm a football fan in general, but my heart belongs to the Vikings. But I'm in it for the long haul. You know,
Right. Like I already spent all these tears and
I don't even have my wife tattooed on me.
Oh yeah, Curtis is
yeah, you're definitely an out of towner. Yep, you're definitely an out of towner.
I knew that's why I took this bet, but I'm just glad that it didn't happen because I did not want to be stuck with a Kirk will change tramp stamp.
What?
I took a bet that if Kirk won the Super Bowl last year, I would get a Kirk will change tramp stamp. And I took that bet because I knew it would never happen. But I'm still grateful.
You are so lucky. You are so lucky. Oh my god.
It was a pretty 100% sure bet that shit was gonna.
Well, nothing's ever 100%. The only thing that's 100% is you're gonna die. That's pretty much it.
Actually, Viking funeral, it's not harder. It's the same. But if you're old like me, which I'm only 57, and you saw the Super Bowls and you keep hoping for this team to get back to there and win one, it's frustrating as hell because at times they look like they're on the verge of maybe getting there, and then shit happens, and then sometimes they're like, we are so far away from that motherfucker, there's no anything, you know.
The reason why it's so hard to be a Vikings fan is because they're like a stripper. They tease you, and then when it comes time for the payoff, they're gone. So that's the best analogy that I can come up with because they're not like the Cardinals where they're always bad, or the Lions where they've been bad for 30 years and now.
And you don't. And when you get that with the Lions, you're like, holy shit! But,
So that's why the Vikings. That's why it's frustrating because the Vikings have been. Think about it this way: the Vikings have been to 11 NFC Championship games. They've lost the last 7.
Yeah, they've been one of the most competitive teams in the NFL.
That is why it's hard to be a Vikings fan. You know, there's teams out there that would kill
and see, like with the younger Viking fans, you haven't experienced it. With those of us that are younger, like I said before, the regular season was a formality. You got to the playoffs, and 9 times out of 10, this team did make it to the Super Bowl. They made it 4 times. The fact that they didn't win it, that's even harder because I sat there and watched 3 of them. I was alive for all 4, but I watched 3 of them. And see, Curtis, you just got yourself in trouble with Mom. But I mean, when you like this newer generation, the closest we've got is to the NFC Championship games. So their frustration is like they can't get to the Super Bowl.
Her name is Peaches Caramel. I can't help myself.
So I mean, yeah. See, winging it. You've been a Viking fan since '68, so you know. And it does get old, but I mean, think of the other teams that have actually since '68, since you've been a fan. When you think about it, there's a lot of teams out there that sucked in '68 and still suck. And then you've got teams that caught lightning in a bottle one year, and they're right back to being a terrible team.
Because that's the question. Would you rather be a Bucks fan to where you're known as one of the worst franchises in the NFL history, but you got 2 rings?
Who?
The Bucks. Or would you like to be a team like the Vikings, who are considered one of the best franchises but don't have anything?
Well, here's a kicker. I'll go back to winging it. He's been a fan since '68. The Jets. They got a ring in '68, and they haven't did shit since.
Yeah.
But
but they've got that ring, but you've now got a fan base that never saw that team.
how about can we be like where we had a 20-year dynasty rule?
Oh, you mean like the Patriots almost did?
Yep. I'd be happy with that.
Oh, and they've hit rock bottom.
And we have Super Bowl wins.
And they've hit rock, and they could have had more. They actually lost. How many Super Bowls?
No, they hit rock bottom, man. Even Ayuk won't freaking go there.
I think. Well, the Patriots, they lost to the Giants twice.
They lost to Eli Manning twice. And they lost to Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. So I think they have 4.
Ball.
And then they lost to the Bears in '85. But they won
6.
They won 6.
They won 6 in a 20-year span.
Yeah. And if the rate things are going, the Chiefs are heading in that direction now. And now the Chiefs, they hadn't won a Super Bowl since '69 until they hit their times that they got.
Yeah, but the good thing about dynasties is they must come down. So there's going to be new teams coming up.
Oh God, like who though?
I know, but my home thing ain't going to be playing forever.
No one neither, and what's his name's not going to coach forever either. I expect Andy Reid to retire one of these days.
All dynasties end.
All dynasties end, but you can't say. I mean, I know we say just one before we die and all that, and people, oh, don't worry, it'll happen.
Well, see, here's the thing. In my case,
100 years to win a championship.
Here's the thing with that, and this is where for somebody who's got more years behind them than ahead of them, they need to win one now.
Well, you know what though? People say we have no Lions fans watching the show.
Hey, man, my shit ain't working.
I had to. Sorry.
Oh my God.
My shit ain't working, dog.
He finally just got done taking down all his.
Let me see if I can add your show to the. I don't know if I can add your channel or not.
Didn't you add his channel?
I don't know if I can.
Oh, what the fuck? Where's my camera at?
No, here's a tip for you. Zoe, here's a tip for you. Why don't you just have 2 rooms? 1 Lions, 1 Vikings, then you don't have to take all your Lions stuff down and put all your Vikings up every time you need to switch podcasts.
Well, I'm trying to see why my camera ain't working. What the fuck?
All right, Joe, I just added your channel to the stream.
Hold on, I'm about to hop back on. I gotta see if I fix my camera.
Okay.
Yeah, your channel's still going to be on here.
You got to take Matthew Stafford's picture down.
Yeah.
Watch, he's going to magically appear back up and the picture will be gone.
How will I celebrate if the Vikings win a Super Bowl? Holy shit. I don't know.
Run down Nicholas Street, Nagy.
No.
That neighborhood, no.
What, Nicollet Street's bad?
Parts of it.
Oh, I'll run down there. I'll scare motherfuckers. I don't care.
Tony got mad earlier. People saying
I'll be running down the street punching motherfuckers in the skull.
I almost hit a dude on my way to your place, Tony, because like he was on the freaking street. I was coming off of the freeway. And so I was coming off of the freeway from 94 on Lindale, and so like he was walking on the freaking freeway asking for money, and I'm like, dude, there's a freaking sidewalk next to you. I honked at him. He got mad at me and threw a rock at me.
Well, that's his job.
Hey, so I know
So
you're
that
not.
picture's
What up,
kind
though?
of crooked.
I know you're not. You are in Detroit, so I know you're not a Lions fan. But you are in Detroit. What's this shit going on with YouTube and the Lions?
Oh, what's going on?
I just
I
saw
don't know.
like
I ain't hip to it.
I just saw something like a news thing. YouTube and the Lions in a dispute, or so. I thought maybe
I
you
don't
had a
know.
local news or
Oh,
Oh
something.
I
no,
got one for you, Zoe. What is going
What's
on with
up?
Michigan?
They cheating?
You know they hate Michigan, man. You know that shit, man.
Well, what is going on?
He had deleted
I
25
don't,
text messages.
man. Some bullshit that you at the end of the day, man. You can't stop greatness, man. They talking
Well,
about he deleted text messages, all type of shit. They illegally recruiting people from 2018 to 2020.
oh, so they're doing the same shit Ohio State's doing.
Exactly, same thing Alabama doing. Everybody was doing, man.
Yeah, the same thing.
They just you know NCAA hate Michigan, man.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. What do you mean, really? It's a fact. They always
Why
be
don't
fucking
we
with Michigan every
careful?
year.
And okay, if they're going after Harbaugh, ain't even there. So what the hell?
Yeah, Harbaugh suspended.
Yeah,
The NCAA suspended
it don't matter. Harbaugh won't be.
He ain't even there.
Yeah, like Harbaugh don't give a fuck. He out of there.
He's
That's
not
why
even there.
Harbaugh left.
I know.
He not about to fuck
Yeah,
with.
he did
He
the
not
same
about
thing
to keep
Pete
on
Carroll
playing with
did.
CSP.
They're doing it. Yeah, exactly. Catch. They're doing what they're doing to Michigan. What they did to Pete Carroll. That's what they're doing, which is bullshit.
Jim must have really pissed
Yeah,
someone
man,
off.
Jim Harbaugh pissed somebody off? No.
he always piss people off, but man, they can't.
He's always been like that.
Tony,
I don't.
it is what it is. We're gonna win the Big Ten again. They gonna be mad.
I could care less. My team ain't even
Man,
in
what
the
the fuck
running.
wrong with StreamYard?
You know what? I do like. I saw Minnesota's new uniforms.
I like the uniforms.
I like their new white helmet with the yellow face mask and like the maroon M on the helmet. I'm not a crazy fan of white helmets, but that one looks great.
Wait, what helmet is that?
And then they got that gold helmet with the huge M that they had in the Whacker days.
Yeah, they can get rid. They can get rid of that motherfucker. Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 different helmets.
What the fuck Minnesota?
Huh?
What they get new uniforms for?
They get new uniforms every year.
You know what Minnesota don't
what?
get? Investigation.
A lot of teams signed with Nike, so they.
Yeah, when you sign with Nike, you're going to get like 6 or 7 new uniforms.
And
you know,
we don't get
I guess they-
investigations.
Yeah, we don't
I
get
guess they
investigated
don't
because we
win.
do it ourselves.
They don't win. Shit. You
Hey,
don't
you know
investigate,
what?
We
it's
don't
great.
cheat.
We have won
They
have
don't
won
win.
the flush 1,000 times toilet bowl for the last 3 years. Don't say we ain't never won a bowl.
Dynasty right there.
Yep. Viking funeral. Thank you.
Hey, I tell y'all was though, that boy Michael Penton looked good tonight.
I saw that.
That boy Atlanta future right there.
Oh, he's playing this year. They've been talking that Kirk got 2 years for sure, but it's a 4-year deal. He could be one and done in Atlanta.
Sure. I could see that.
Yeah, he could be one and done. I know Trish will be happy, but yeah, he could be one and done.
See that.
He could be. So
Atlanta got a lot of weapons over there on offense,
and they're playing a weak division too. So that's going to help.
Yeah, the South weak as hell.
Yeah.
Who did Atlanta play tonight?
Huh?
Who did Atlanta play tonight?
Who?
Miami.
Oh.
Yeah, they played Miami.
Carolina got issues, man. They can't even beat the Patriots.
Oh, they look
Why
bad.
they ain't play Bryce Young? That's crazy.
They didn't play none of their starters.
Bryce is fragile. They don't want him to get hurt.
That's crazy though. And you see CJ Stroud was out there with Houston.
Yeah, and he took him. He got some reps. It depends on the coach. D'Amico's a player,
I'm
and
saying,
he's old
man,
school,
come on,
so
man.
he's gonna play. Those veterans are gonna get a couple of
Bryce
snaps in preseason.
KOC
And Bryce
said
Young, all the
all
reps
the
he can
starters
get.
this preseason.
Okay, here's a question: what offensive line is Darnold playing behind tomorrow? Are the starters playing?
Yeah, he's playing all the starters. The only two starters that aren't playing is JJ and Harrison Smith.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So the starters will probably get a drive and a couple of drives.
Yeah, the only two aren't playing is and Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins, JJ, and Harrison Smith aren't playing. That's it.
Good.
So Darnold, JJ McCarthy, and Jaron Hall are going to play?
Yep. And the reason why Mullins isn't playing is because Mullins already knows the offense, and so Mullins doesn't need to.
Mullins is the odd man out.
Because they want to see what JJ has, and they want to see what if
Jaron
Hall
Hall
can
has.
be a future backup.
Yeah, I think Mullins is going to get cut. I know I
said that, man.
Yeah,
I might want no fucking Nick Mullins.
Well, someone was saying that one of the quarterbacks is going to be out, and they're saying it's going to be Hall.
Well, they're hoping if it's Hall, they're going to try and slip him through waivers and put him on practice squad.
Which I think he'll make it.
Somebody will grab him. Yeah, somebody will grab him. That's like, put it this way, it's like, okay, if the Vikings put like Gabe Murphy, if they try to the linebacker, if they try to put him on waivers, somebody's going to grab him. So they're going to have to keep him. A couple of the linemen are going to. You can't really let these guys get on waivers because
$35 million. They're not playing JJ.
How much? What's the cap left for the Vikings? Anybody know?
Still a lot
for this year.
Yeah,
I think they got almost 20.
Yeah, I think it's around. I think it's 18.
So they could still get a D lineman if they needed one.
Yeah, but there's like nobody worthy to get.
Well, if Kwesi is a great GM, maybe he can con somebody. He got rid of Booth. He might be able to work something to get rid of Scene.
Move that door handle to the inside.
He might be able to work something and talk somebody into taking Lewis Scene.
I was watching, and this podcaster from San Francisco was saying how they should go trade for Scene. I was like, yeah, you guys should. Is everybody else tired?
Give us Ayuk, and we'll give them Scene. Win-win for both teams.
Ayuk wants a contract, though, right?
It's a freaking annoying. He turned down Cleveland, so the 49ers are dumb to give him the leverage because they had already accepted trade parameters from Patriots and from Cleveland, and so they were just waiting for Ayuk to pick which one. They should just never gave him that leverage.
He didn't want to go to Cleveland either?
Nope.
No, who the fuck want to go to Cleveland?
I'd go to Cleveland.
He wants
for what?
Or nothing.
Oh, Cleveland's a good team.
Man, would you want to live in Cleveland?
I would have no problem.
Come on now, though. You only have to live there during the season. You don't know when there ain't one professional athlete who lives in Cleveland who plays for Cleveland.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying it ain't shit in Cleveland. They ain't got no damn quarterback.
They got Deshaun Watson.
And Deshaun Watson over with, man. That shit done for, man.
It'll still get them some wins.
Man,
they got a good coach, man.
They also got a good defense.
If I'm Brandon Ayuk, man, send me to Pittsburgh. Shit, that's about it. Like she said, shit, I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Well, who's throwing the ball? Who's throwing the ball in Pittsburgh?
Because right now,
man,
right now, the talk is Justin Fields is going to be the starter.
He started tonight too.
Yeah, he
Man,
looked
you
right back
crazy.
to his old form.
You talking?
Yeah,
Fumbles.
You talking
he looked
about?
like Justin. He looked like the same Justin Fields that left
Hey,
Chicago.
so you're getting killed for your Cleveland take, just so you know.
Ah,
There's nothing wrong with Cleveland.
Cleveland is not the
man,
dumpster fire. Why? Why?
Bro,
Why?
only reason Cleveland was good because Joe Flacco came in and did some wild shit.
No, their coach.
Their coach Stefanski's good.
Stefanski brought the Vikings
I'm not
culture to
taking
the
that
Browns.
from.
That's why they're not a
Gino.
dumpster fire.
Gino, I'm not taking that from him though. But they don't have a quarterback.
They got a defense.
I'm just saying. I mean,
they got Nick Chubb.
They got Nick Chubb, but I'm just saying that
Nick Chubb coming off a dog ass injury. We don't know how he's gonna be this year.
God and damn, Zoe, you hard on everybody. Jesus Christ.
No, it's Nick Chubb got injured last year. He did.
The only team he isn't hard on is the Lions.
So here you go.
Chubb does get hurt.
Hey, Cash, man, you got me on this shit for this.
Hey, you asked if we were going live. We always go live. Oh.
Man, what is no, y'all talk about Cleveland.
Cleveland's the only one right now that can
I never brought Cleveland up, so I don't know what you're talking about. You guys.
The trade detail and what would have happened was Cleveland would have gotten Ayuk, and the 49ers would have gotten Amari Cooper, a second-round pick, and a fifth-round pick.
Didn't Cooper get hurt?
No, he holding out.
Oh, he's doing like CeeDee Lamb.
He want more money, but
all these wide receivers.
Cooper should did that shit last year.
I heard that some of these receivers want more money than JJ. Well, first of all, there is not a organization that's going to pay you more money than what Justin Jefferson pays.
No.
And here's the thing too. What you mean? No, hell yeah, I want more than JJ. Quarterbacks reset the markets all day.
What up, Eric?
You're not gonna have
receiver is not quarterback. And
man, listen here, man. Once I seen Trevor Lawrence get paid $55 million, I know that going for 65.
Quarterback.
They're different.
I don't.
They're different.
Are different.
They're overpaying. Teams are overpaying for quarterbacks.
Look how much they pay Cousins.
Who?
Cousins. Look how much Cousins makes. It's the quarterback.
They ain't really had no choice. They ain't had no quarterback though.
They got one now. They got Penix in Atlanta.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the quarterback, you can't look at the quarterback, what the quarterbacks make.
Hey, y'all know what?
Let's be real. Let's be real, though. There's billions of people in this world, right? You have maybe what? 22, 23 people who could play quarterback in the NFL. So you got to look at it that way. That's why they make the money that they make.
How many did you say?
About 23 or 24 can play.
They can play quarterback in the NFL
at a high level.
At a high level,
I'd say like 15.
I wouldn't even say 15.
Well, what I mean by high level is, I mean, even a bad NFL quarterback is still better.
Because we got some bums starting in the league now.
Well, what I'm saying, but most
still
NFL quarterbacks are better than, yeah. Like, it's a very few. It's probably like 0.1% of the population that can play NFL quarterback. That's why they make the money they make. Running back, there's probably almost there's probably over 1,000 people who could play running back in the NFL. They just didn't get the right breaks. A lot of those guys in the XFL, they could play running back in the NFL. Say if they would wide receiver, but when you do separate, like JJ and maybe a couple other receivers do set themselves apart from the other people. That's why they make the money that they make. But NFL quarterback is different because there's only so many people in the world who can play the position. That's why they make the money they make. I'm not saying they should make that much money. That's a different argument. I'm just saying they make the money they make because of the position.
So should Dak get paid?
I wouldn't.
He's going to.
Yeah.
He's going to.
I would not pay Black Kirk Cousins.
And a black guy was the first person who said that, so don't get on Sarah.
Yeah, it was his teammate. I think it was Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper called him the Black Kirk Cousins.
The guy who's in Cleveland now, yeah.
Yeah.
But I seen Brent Ayuk though. I see Hollywood Brown made a tweet talking he want him in Kansas City with him.
Do you think San Francisco going to trade him to Kansas City, their foe, who's kept them out of the Super Bowl for the last 3 years?
Yeah, but well, here's a question though. How much power does Ayuk have in this trade thing?
He
Can
got a lot of power.
Can he veto the trade if they do trade him? Can he veto it?
Yeah.
Because he won't sign the contract.
Yeah, well, that's cool. It's flipped because in the 80s and in the 80s and 90s, the running backs were quote unquote the highest paid
because teams were running the ball,
right? Kind of like what wide receivers are now.
Yeah.
So, but quarterbacks have always been.
I don't know, mad people getting paid on the NFL. You know how much the NFL making less goal? Shit, people need to get paid way more. It's just who the fuck you pay. Like I'm not paying no travel.
The ones that are paying across the board, the ones that are making all the money now are the quarterbacks and wide receivers. Running backs ain't getting paid.
I'm not paying no bum ass quarterback no top notch money though. I'm not doing that.
Saquon got paid, and I don't know why.
A above average quarterback though is going to get at least $35 to $40 million a year.
Yeah,
I could agree with that, but I wouldn't have paid Trevor Lawrence no $55 a year.
Trevor Lawrence is an above average quarterback.
He should get paid about 40 or 35.
I mean, did the Jaguars overpay for Lawrence? Yeah, but it wasn't like he's supposed to make 25 and they're paying him 50. It's like maybe maybe $8 million a year.
Hey, Cash, Trevor Lawrence is about to be a fucking bust.
Daniel Jones is going to be a bust. Look how much money he makes. I'm saying it's the positions, though.
But still, though,
that's the thing. Teams are so desperate now for that franchise quarterback. Teams are so desperate.
The Giants ain't shit because of that shit. The Giants let their best player walk away because you paid your quarterback all this money. Your quarterback is a fucking bum.
The Vikings did something good. They made the Giants overpay for a player.
Yeah, for a quarterback that beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah, I did you watch any of the hard knocks with the Giants that they put on about when they were talking about the draft and everything like that?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted a quarterback, and they're like, "Well,
they wanted McCarthy."
They're like, "We want a quarterback, but we're not going to overpay for a quarterback." And the GM's like, "Well, I'm happy with Donnie." I think they call him just Donnie Dimes or whatever they call him by his nickname. They're like,
Danny Dimes.
We'll just roll with him. We'll get a receiver. They wanted the Malik Neighbor, the wide receiver they drafted. They definitely wanted him. Because if they said if he's there, we're not moving, and that's why they didn't trade because he was still there. With also, I guess those came on for quick hitter.
So what the hell was with the Jets then? They weren't looking at a quarterback, were they?
No.
I forgot who they took.
They took that tackle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tanu or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Bob. It starts tomorrow.
It was the Rams that was trying to jump up.
The Rams weren't jumping up for McCarthy though. They were jumping up for a receiver, I think.
Yeah, they were trying to jump up to 10 to get Brock Bowers.
Yeah, the Rams wanted Bowers.
But then the Jets.
The tight end?
Huh?
Where did he
go? They want the tight end?
Yeah, they need a tight end.
Yeah, they need a tight end. Because that Lions player that hurt fucking Hawkinson also hurt Higbee. So they don't have
okay.
Yeah. And Higbee got hurt. And Higbee got hurt after Hawkinson, so he's gonna be out pretty much the whole year.
Well, they say Hawkinson's not gonna be back anytime soon either.
But then the Jets
I saw that. I saw that. Rattler's looking better than Carr.
The
practice.
Jets didn't want to go all the way down to 20, and
Whoa. Wait a minute.
what?
Yes,
Rattler is taking first team reps.
Rattler is outperforming Carr in practice.
You will outperform Carr at practice. I see enough of Derek Carr in New Orleans.
But the sad part is, though, I told you they played better when he was playing, which was true. So I don't know what that says about the Saints.
Oh, Bowers is
Man,
with the Raiders. Okay.
Saints
Oh,
are
so we'll
shit
see
show.
Bowers tomorrow then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bowers is with the Raiders, which
So-
made no sense because they took Maher
All right.
last.
So who's the starting quarterback for the Raiders?
The starting
Aiden
quarterback for the
and
Raiders right now?
Minshew.
They're having a quarterback battle between Aiden and
Minshew.
Oh, Minshew.
Minshew's probably going to win it, but they do like Aiden O'Connor. So
Madison's in Oakland, in L.A. with the Raiders, right?
Who?
Alexander Madison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it made no sense for the Raiders to take a tight end when last year they just took a tight
Night,
end
Barber.
in the first round.
Night, Barber. Yeah.
They took Mayer in the first round last year. So for them to take Bowers, it made no sense.
A lot of these teams with their front office decisions make hardly no sense at all. Look at Dallas.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Dallas,
speaking of Dallas, he's under no
urgency
urgency.
to sign
Mhm.
CD.
Who
Or-
said that? Jerry Jones?
Jerry
course.
Jones.
Oh my God.
Ain't
Because
got no
he said
damn
that
money.
he was the smartest guy, and he's looking at 5 to 6 years from now, which makes no freaking sense. But he's
Okay.
looking 5 to 6 years from now, and something about the lawsuit, and so he's not in any urgency to sign CD.
What lawsuit? Not that
The
paternity
Turkey-
lawsuit you're
No,
talking
No,
about.
no,
is
no.
it?
The
Sunday ticket.
Oh, the Sunday ticket lawsuit.
Because
Yeah.
if they lose that Sunday ticket, the NFL has to pay $41 billion.
They threw it out. The judge threw it out.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
judge who
appealed.
threw it out, they're gonna appeal it.
Appealed, yeah.
And then Mike Florio's like, this judge who threw it out. Everybody's looking at him like he's like a shill for the NFL. They knew it was going to get thrown out when it got sent to him.
What
So
city
now-
is he? What city was he in?
I don't remember, but the people who sued the NFL are going to appeal it, and Florio's like, it's probably going to get retaken back up. It's not going to be thrown out. So then the NFL is going to appeal that. So Mike Florio's like, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 years.
Put it this way: it's going to last a while, and Jerry might not see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which that's what I was saying. Jerry made no sense. He was like, I'm the smartest guy
Cal-
here because I'm just like, dude, you make no sense.
Cowboy fans are mad at Jerry Jones right now.
I'd be
They
okay.
feel
First
like
of all,
they feel like he doesn't care about winning right now. He only cares.
put it
about
this way: if I was a Cowboy fan, I would have been mad at Jerry Jones back in 1994 when he let Jimmy Johnson walk.
Well, they were showing pictures of Cowboys training camp, and there are like hardly any fans this year. So fans are pissed.
Well, they were in California too. So
Yeah, they're still training in California.
Oxford,
Thousand Oaks.
Yep, they're still in.
You're still in
California.
Thousand Oaks. Oh my God.
Yeah, but
People are like,
fans
you
are
built
showing-
that big ass facility in Frisco, Texas, but you don't even.
Why don't
go
you just
there.
have it? Why don't you have it there?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Jerry
Because
said
that
he's
way,
the
people from
smartest.
Oklahoma can come, people from Kansas can come, because that's all cowboy country up there.
Yeah.
You know?
But they've had training camp there for it's damn near 40, 50 years.
yeah.
Hey, Too Evil. But yeah, if I'm a Cowboy fan, I'm like, that is the one franchise. If you've been a fan for a long time, you probably start burning your Cowboy shit because they ain't trying to win.
My boy
Yeah.
Bully, what's the
Well, he
deal?
went all
Big
in,
Bully
and
tapping
he's,
in.
tanking all in for Shador.
What is he?
Even what's going
What is he
on?
tanking
What's
for?
going up on this Friday night?
Shador.
Oh,
They won't
yeah,
get him.
Zim still got his
won't be
mail
here.
order bride.
He wants
what I heard.
Shador in Cowboys uniform to sell seats and jerseys.
Yeah, but that stadium now,
Juju is on the market.
he is, but he's got bad knees.
Dude, if the Patriots who need freaking receivers don't even want him, why the fuck would anybody else want him?
Juju?
They don't know the fuck they doing.
They're in complete rebuild.
The reason why why Milton looked good in preseason is because they run the same type of defense in preseason that they run in college football. He doesn't have to think much. He just got to do one read and that's it.
No, I'm just saying the Patriots are so desperate for receivers and they don't even want him.
And then I'm talking about the comment on the screen there. When Milton starts facing a real defense where they give different looks and stuff like that, he'll struggle.
But hey, Kesh, they said Milton was looking better than Drake May at practice.
Yeah, yes. Drake May didn't look good in the game last night. Still early, but he didn't look that great.
The comment from No Stop.
Oh God!
Because it wasn't for the Vikings, they wouldn't have them last 3 Super Bowls. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
And who was the GM for the Vikings who did that dumbass trade?
Mike Lynn.
If you watched any of our vintage shows,
this is history. Though.
Mike Flynn. Mike
Lynn did
the guy who did that, and then after he did that trade, though, he left the Vikings to go start the World League of American Football. So he left the Vikings hanging.
So in the words, he's a bitch.
He's like, I ain't got to worry about not having any draft picks. I'm gone.
He's the guy I was talking about that was making money off the Metrodome Suites up until he died.
Yeah.
He was still making money off the city of Minneapolis. Yeah, Drake May is a bust.
I've been telling people Drake May. Let's go Mafia. He was all on a lot of people was on the Drake May train. I told y'all.
It's still too early, man, to say if a guy's going to work out or not.
Man, he ain't gonna work out.
I don't think he's gonna work out. I just don't.
I need that. Hey, I need that shit, Big Bully.
Yeah,
I need that.
But you also said Rattler was gonna. You said Rattler was ass too.
Yeah, but Rattler is in the.
I never said anything about Rattler.
I'm talking about the guys sitting above you, Tony.
I never said anything about Rattler.
Rattler ain't even played yet.
May has so many things going bad for him because he's with the Pats, who have no help for him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Bad O-line, bad receivers, so he's already behind in all of this, and so it's going to be hard for him to not be a bust.
Hey, Catch.
Yeah.
You talking about Rattler? Rattler being out a bum ass quarterback in New Orleans. Derek Carr is a fucking bum. 2 bums going at it. Let's see what we look like in a regular season.
Well, I'm just saying, you're like, we don't know.
What?
I'm just talking in general. Like people say, "Oh, this guy looks bad. This guy looks good." We don't know. It takes a good 3 to 4 years for a quarterback to know if he's good or not.
But at least Rattler has help.
It don't take that long for me.
Think about what quarterback was it that had like his first year and a half was awful, and then after that he became
Josh
like
Allen.
Honestly,
quarterback. I can't remember
who.
I'm trying to think.
Look how bad Peyton Manning's rookie year was.
Because Josh Allen didn't start. That's why they went and got Diggs for Allen.
The Colts were still got awful though, and they couldn't get nobody.
Josh Allen was not very good his first year and a half.
Yeah.
He ain't good now. What the fuck? What the fuck? We praise the quarterback. We praise the quarterback for just making the playoffs. Like Josh Allen's
the top 5 quarterback in the NFL. So a lot of people think he's a top 5 quarterback.
Man, he ain't no top 5 at all. Hell no. I can name 5 better right now.
But you praise quarterback. I mean, you praise the coach for making.
Lamar Jackson wasn't good his first year. He could run, but he couldn't throw.
He still made plays. Shit.
So, but I'm just saying, a quarterback who's going to be good may not look good his first year and a half, but they improve.
Catch.
So that's all I'm saying.
We just seen Josh Allen a couple weeks ago in this past NFL season had about 6 fucking turnovers in one fucking game.
Yeah, well, it's a bad game. Bad games happen.
Man, 6 turnovers?
Zoe, if you had watched football back in the day, that was very common.
Man, stop that back in the day. We talking about now, man. I'm talking about now. Now, right
I'm
now.
talking about in general, damn it.
I'm talking about now. In year 5 or year 6, he's still having multiple turnovers in one damn football game.
A lot of quarterbacks have done that.
Who?
People have bad games
Many.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the end of the day, he don't win at all. He don't do shit in the playoffs. So he should add on to the shit he don't do good.
So it's not all about. So why is it that the quarterback is the only one who doesn't get killed? Who's the only one who gets killed for not winning in the playoffs?
Good, they're the quarterback.
It's a team. It could have been the coaching that day could have been awful. The defense could have gave up 600 yards and 35 points. I don't understand why the he doesn't win in the playoffs.
Because here's the thing. It wouldn't be that bad, except for they make the quarterback the vocal point, and they pay the quarterback the most money, and every team has to have this franchise quarterback that they think they have to build this team around the quarterback when there's 21 other positions that they need to build on the team too.
But that was my point. It's like, so why is Josh Allen getting all this crap for, well, he can't win in the playoffs, but then Kyle Shanahan gets all this praise from Zoe because he made it to the Super Bowl, even though he hasn't fucking win. He can't win either.
Why you gotta say me though?
Because
Sarah, I actually, the only one I can really blame Shanahan for, and the one I don't blame Shanahan for is the Falcons one because he's not the head coach.
Yeah, but
I blame Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn will say, "Hey, I'm the head coach. Run the fucking ball." Dan Quinn did not say that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he still never won anything either.
But okay, catch here's the problem with that, and I know this for Tricia. If she ever gets on, she'll explain it. That Super Bowl, Shanahan was already out the door.
Right, but if you're already out the door,
you still want to win a Super Bowl, though.
You still want to win a Super Bowl, and you're still not the head coach. I don't care if you're out the door or not. And
you still want to win.
Yeah, but he was
all the head. I don't.
People dogging for that shit to this day.
The head coach. All the head coach has to say is run the ball.
Atlanta hates Shanahan more than they hate Quinn.
They should hate Quinn more because he's the one who didn't. I guarantee. Okay, if Mike Zimmer was the head coach of the Falcons and Shanahan was doing that shit, Zimmer would have shut it down. Zimmer would have said, "Run the fucking ball. We're up 28-3. Run the ball. Kill the clock." We got Tom Brady on the other side of the sideline. I want to keep the ball out of his hand as long as possible instead of going 3 and out. I blame Dan Quinn for that. I don't blame Shanahan for that. Now, the 2 49er losses, you can blame Shanahan for.
That's on Shanahan.
Wait. Hold on, Catch. Hey, Let's Go said Josh Allen was 3 or 4 last year in MVP vote. When do we congratulate runner-ups? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? When had he won the MVP?
It doesn't matter. He still got the votes. That's what I'm talking about. That's the view about Josh Allen.
But Catch, I don't know who is the run-up in last year's MVP race. Or the
Lamar was the MVP and he didn't win.
No, but he was the MVP. But I don't know who the runner-up was.
But he's going back to your comment about Josh Allen not being a top 5 quarterback. I'm not saying he is or he isn't.
Right now.
I just said
that's
the view. That's the view of him. That is the view of Josh Allen around the league from the people who talk about the NFL. They say Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback. I'm not saying I agree with it.
They say.
I'm just saying that's the perception.
My top 5 quarterbacks right now in NFL will be Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud.
You can't put Stroud. You cannot put Stroud
in there after 1 year.
You cannot put him there after 1 year.
No.
Why you can't?
List.
No.
You can't put.
See, CJ Stroud, that 1 year in NFL, CJ Stroud did was better than all the Josh Allen years combined.
Josh has been in the league how many years though?
He never had a better year than CJ Stroud his rookie year.
What are you talking about? He went to the freaking AFC plays conference game.
Josh Allen
I
was
said
the
a
AFC
better
championship game.
Well, okay,
I
after
said a better year.
CJ Stroud, who do you have?
I got who I say Patrick, Lamar, CJ Stroud. Right now, I would say Jordan Love. He going to get better. He got
You got him
weapons.
top 5 off of
You
8
got
games?
Jordan Love top 5 off of 1 year?
Off of 1 year. They're gonna get better. They're gonna get better.
Crazy.
His whole team is young. And people not looking at it. Josh Allen lost all his damn weapons on offense and on defense.
Well, that's on the front office.
I'm saying I'm looking at the overall picture though.
I get CJ Stroud had a good rookie year. But how many quarterbacks have had one great year and that's it?
Case Keenum.
I'm not saying he's not going to be a top 5, Joe. Zoe. I'm not saying that. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But look,
He's got to stay. He's got to stay healthy.
And we have to remember that the
that's
Texans had a 4th place schedule last year.
Man, I don't care about none of that. But
Yeah,
catch, I told y'all last year though.
Good one, JJ. Good one.
Off of what? Y'all trip, man. Josh Allen is, man. Y'all okay?
How are you
No.
gonna say it doesn't affect CJ Stroud when he played the 4th place schedule?
Well, not only that, but I know Zoe doesn't think Joe Burrow's a top 5 quarterback because
Joe Burrow is top 5. No, Joe B, he is top 5 for sure.
So you would put Stroud above Joe Burrow.
Huh?
Joe Burrow's been through a Super Bowl.
You put Stroud ahead of Burrow?
No, I wasn't going no order though. I'm just saying top 5. It wasn't no order though. But Joe B up there though.
Okay, so Lamar Jackson. Okay, I think most of us can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is probably going to be just as great, if not better, than Brady.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I think most of us agree with that. Yep.
I throw CJ in there.
He's got to have more. He's got to have more than 1 year.
I think if he does it another year, then you can put him in the top 5. Yes.
Yeah.
And
But
play
look,
a
they
first
all-
place,
but
first place
Cash,
schedule.
I'm talking about going to this season coming up. Look what Josh Allen lost. Who's the number 1 wide receiver right now?
It does. Josh Allen is good enough to overcome a lot. Buffalo will be better than you think they will.
Fuck out of here with that. What?
Why do you think Josh Allen sucks? I want to know your reasoning why you think Josh Allen sucks.
No,
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
win
suck.
with
He's
Stephon Diggs, and
straight. He
Stephon Diggs
okay.
is gone.
He okay. He just need to leave Buffalo.
Well, that's not happening.
Well, a lot of people need to leave Buffalo. I felt dirty just driving through that city, going to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, he got, just like Sarah said, he got a defensive head coach in the whole new bag.
Okay, here's my.
Said Jordan Love too. That's another thing.
Hey, I like. Hey,
Yeah, but Jordan Love got Matt LaFleur,
Tony,
and Matt
I
LaFleur
told you
has had
last year,
winning
Jordan
season
Love's
after
gonna be
winning
nice.
season.
Tony, didn't I tell you that last year? Love gonna be nice.
Yeah, you did say that.
But it's only been 8 games. He looked like shit for this final 8 games.
Yeah, but you have to realize he has Matt LaFleur. He's a good coach.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
man.
all right.
Man, y'all.
We'll see. We'll see. No, we'll see. We'll see this year.
He's got to be consistent.
I think they're gonna win the NFC North this year.
Oh, the Packers?
You said the Bears.
Yeah.
No,
the Packers.
No, I think the Packers are going to win the North.
Packers will probably win it.
Nope.
Who do you got, Sarah?
I got us winning it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You drink what I'm drinking. How your shit just purple?
Well, if I don't have faith in my team, why am I watching this team for?
You being real. You looking for the future.
Oh, I said I seen him at. I could see this team at 10-7.
Yeah. Thank you, Norpheus. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Norpheus. Yeah, I can see this team at 10-7, which would be enough to make the wild card, maybe.
But to
There's
win
a
the
lot of things that
division,
gotta happen. Huh?
but to win the division at 10-7,
No, win the division at least
you lose at
11 and
least by
6
five losses.
6 or 12-5 win the division.
Exactly.
You know, that's
That's
anything.
just stuff
They'll-
recently, so.
I don't think personally. I
Man, block,
don't.
hey, block nephew tonight. Nephew tired, man. Block nephew. Man. Nephew tired, man. Nephew tired, man. Nephew tired on nephew tired on that keyboard.
Yeah, he's been a busy young
Yeah,
man.
there
He's
you go,
been
so-
talking to Paul
He been
Allen and
doing-
everybody,
He been doing a lot of
Without-
interviews, stand up,
talking to
without Jake-
Doogie,
Hey,
talking to everybody.
he been stand up past his
McCarthy
curfew. Nephew tired, man.
McCarthyism just made a point for you, so.
What?
He went. Yeah, that's true. He got
went
you
11
there.
and 5 without Diggs and Davis.
Yeah. I mean,
I gotta do my homework on that. I don't because he wrote that shit. I don't believe that shit.
Wait. Did you say you were gonna do what?
My homework. Shit.
Does that mean you're gonna look up some stats and shit? You're gonna do some history?
I always look up. That ain't his. That's 2019. That ain't
That's
that far
history, dude.
back.
But it's in the
I
past.
agree with,
It's
I agree
history.
with you, Viking funeral. He's played 8 games. We'll see how the defense adjusts, and then we'll see how he adjusts before we can say Jordan Love is the third cousin of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. That's
I
all
don't
I'm
think
saying.
he is.
Joe
Their
said
luck
he
has
was-
got to run out with quarterbacks eventually.
I don't
Let's
know.
go back to Orpheus's
Hey,
comment.
what was a bad take though?
The running back.
Josh Allen not a top 5 quarterback to me right now in the NFL.
Okay, I know. That's fine. But you can't put C.J. Stroud as a top 5 quarterback after 1 year.
I can because I see the way he played. If you look at CJ Stroud, how would defensive tackle? He stayed in the pocket, he moved around and delivered the football. Ain't like he did that bullshit Jalen Hurts was doing, running with the football, doing a little touch push. He played quarterback. Like how you scheme against
He
that in the
also
next
played
year?
against some bullshit defenses.
It don't matter. He's gonna play against some same defense this upcoming year.
No,
And
he's
No,
not
CJ Stroud,
playing first.
and
No.
CJ
They got they got film on him.
schedule this year.
But
Wait, is
but
this
tell me.
another Zoe? Is this another Zoe channel subscriber who's a Lions fan?
That's Zoe's
Yeah,
boy.
that's my dog. Yeah, that's my boy.
That's his dog.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog, Bully.
Okay,
But
you know what?
he a
I'm just gonna
football
say
fan,
this.
for real though. He a
I'm
football
just gonna
fan,
say this. The Lions will be good, but I don't know if they're gonna win the division.
How can the NFC belong to the Lions when they didn't even beat the San Francisco 49ers?
They
They had
not
the
in our
lead. Didn't they
division.
have the lead?
Yeah, they had the lead, but they ain't in our division. They still could win the division.
Yeah, but winning the division is
They-
one thing, but saying that they own the NFC, they didn't even beat.
Oh no, oh no.
The
I don't know
Lions
about that.
the Lions got a lot of bounces last year too. They got a lot of things that went their way.
Yeah, like
and they were
like
healthy
the
last
like
year.
like the noodle
Yeah.
arm Mullins throw to JJ in the end zone.
Yeah,
My
but
only
shit.
reason for starting McCarthy is
Good night, Eric. Thanks for joining as usual, buddy. Appreciate
good
it.
night, Eric. My old thing for starting McCarthy is his mobility.
Oh, sir, he said stop it. He said stop it, lady.
You stop what? Actually,
You was
stop
talking
what?
about you was talking about the
Talking about-
Lions.
Talking about the Motor City Kitties.
Oh, but it's true. They didn't beat. They had a 17-point lead and they couldn't.
So brings in the Lions.
They couldn't capitalize. So how do they own the NFC when they?
Yeah,
I
hold on,
will say
wait, hold on,
something,
wait.
I
Y'all
will
said I'm
say
bringing
something.
Hold on, wait. Y'all said I'm bringing in a Lion fan. They support
Every time
my
we get a
channel.
Lions fan, so they come from your channel.
They
Yeah.
my people. I live in Detroit. They support my channel.
Why are we arguing?
I mean, I could say some shit like y'all win the division every 30 years, and all of a sudden you own
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Get
that's
the
what I
fuck
feel
out of
about
here. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, I told
I
somebody
mean, I
some shit like
understand.
that,
Get
too.
it. Okay, Lions fans, I understand. You had your first good first key in 30 years, and last time 30 years ago when the Lions were good, they had 2 good seasons, 91 and 93. So maybe
Yeah,
the
remember
same
in
thing again.
1993 they went to the NFC game and they said they would be back, and 30 years later they finally went back.
Well, they were back. It just took them 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got back. Just took them 30 years.
Yeah, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell did an interview. He said he made some mistakes by being too aggressive sometimes. But here's the thing, though. Dan Campbell is if he gets gun shy, that's going to kill the Lions, man.
He's got to stay aggressive. He's just got to be more of he's just got to pick and choose.
We are.
I'm with you, Bully. I'm a fan of the sport.
We're
That's
all
the
fans
whole
of the
thing.
sport. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the sport. I just
He
my
just
team
needs
is
to be
the
more
Vikings.
I
selective.
just work too much to watch all the damn games that are on, so I can't watch them.
Well, catch what I showed when I showed you to hook up for my TV.
Yeah.
That's me on Sundays.
Yeah.
Hey, Cash and Tony and Sarah. And, oh, y'all got Shaq on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Yo.
What up, my boy?
Not shit.
Hey, let me
Just
ask
got
y'all the
off work.
question though.
What's
I
up?
want to ask all y'all this question. Who is your MVP this upcoming season? I want to see something.
You mean league MVP?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's not Josh Allen for me.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Who you got, TB?
League MVP. Fuck it, I'm gonna put it out there. CJ Stroud.
Oh man.
Okay. Who you got, Catch?
Oh, wow.
Mahomes.
Who you got, Shaq?
Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
League MVP?
Yeah.
League MVP. He about to
Come
show
on,
you
bro.
what a
We ain't
receiver.
doing that. We not doing that tonight, bro.
Oh God. Well, Zoe, you ask him a question.
You're asking me.
You right.
You should-
You right. So, who your MVP?
My bad. Let me choose somebody from the Lions. Jared Goff. Is that
Bro, it ain't that though. A receiver not winning shit, and JJ ain't winning shit with Sam Donald throwing them down football.
better? You gonna learn
If
today?
JJ did not win Rookie of the Year that he had his rookie year because the quarterback had. I said if JJ did not win Rookie of the Year when he had a better year than the fucking fucking year than Herbert fucking had, and Herbert won
Right.
Rookie of the Year,
He still ain't winning.
yeah.
Well,
I would love JJ to win the fucking.
And unfortunately,
MVP.
JJ didn't start the season as
Yeah.
a starter either.
Yeah, even if he did, I don't think
Yeah,
he would
but-
have won it.
Yeah.
But JJ
Who
might
you
be
got,
good with
Bo?
them.
JJ though, Shaq. If
Huh?
JJ won MVP,
Who do you got, Zoe?
I
Wait,
got
wait, did
CJ.
Sarah's answer.
Okay.
Who you got, Sarah?
I don't really know, but I know it's not Josh Allen.
Exactly. And all y'all talking about Josh Allen. This ain't nobody on this panel pick Josh Allen.
Did you
Is
hear-
that your point, Zoe?
But Zoe,
No,
did you
I'm
even
just
hear what I-
saying.
But Zoe, did you even hear how I phrased my answer when you asked me that?
What'd you say?
I said that is how Josh Allen is perceived around the league as a top 5 quarterback. I didn't say
Yeah.
I
Oh,
said
yeah,
he was
yeah.
a top 5.
Oh no,
I
you're
didn't say
right. He is.
I didn't say I said he was a top 5 quarterback.
Oh
Like
no,
I
you're
said
right
that
though.
sounds-
people were like, he should be
Because
MVP, and I was like, how is he going to be MVP when he had the most damn freaking interceptions in the league?
Turnovers.
And
Exactly.
he'll do that again this year. He'll
You can't be
Yes.
MVP if you have that many freaking turnovers.
But y'all telling me he a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League.
I didn't tell
because
you
the
that.
National Football League
No,
says
no,
he's a
not
top
you
5
though, Sarah. I'm
quarterback.
just saying.
That's only reason they say that is because the NFL says he's a top 5 quarterback in the
I'm
NFL.
not gonna lie to y'all. In all
No, every
reality,
year they have the Bills
No.
as a
Russ
Super
not
Bowl
better than Josh
contender.
Allen.
Zoe, did you hear what I just said? I said the only ones that think he is a top 5 quarterback is the NFL. Us here on this panel know our football. We know better. Well, some of us.
Yeah,
Some of us
yeah.
except Zoe.
It was people in the chat. It was people in the chat talking about he was a top 5 quarterback.
Statistically, yes.
Man, not shit. It'd
Josh
be Dak
Allen-
Prescott.
Josh Allen is a good quarterback.
If you
But-
won't go off of stats, I would put Dak and Brock Purdy over Dak. Me over Josh Allen.
Brock Purdy.
Hell yeah, he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but if you take McCaffrey and Debo away from him and Kittle, he ain't got shit.
Hey, let's go. Let's see. I'm just curious what your top 5 quarterbacks are.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so it's hard.
No,
I
give me
mean,
that door handle. Put it in the inside.
So I would say Mahomes is the best
Outside,
quarterback in the
yes.
league. It's not even
Inside.
close.
The
I'd
door handle
probably
right
put
there.
Lamar Jackson second, and then
Oh,
Joe Burrow.
okay. My bad,
Joe
baby.
Burrow's
My
probably
bad.
third.
Okay, you right. You right. I apologize.
So I wonder.
I said,
So fourth.
you slam me.
It's hard because it's no doorknob.
Let me see.
Close it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god.
you know what though. After the top 3,
It's a toss up.
yeah, because like I said, the top 3. I think everybody knows who the top 3 are: Burrow, Mahomes, and Jackson. Those are the top 3 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Nope,
Yeah.
not according to ESPN.
Cowboys fans.
So
Not according to Cowboys fans.
Dak Prescott is same area Kirk Cousins is always between 10 to 15, 10 to 16.
Cowboys fans think Dak the best quarterback in the NFC.
Yeah, I know.
Dak and Kirk should just have the same ranking.
You think a defensive player is going to get the MVP, Bully?
Who you say?
He just says he thinks the defensive player is going to get it.
Nope.
Who?
There hasn't been a defensive.
Bully.
Oh, he said.
I'm saying who on defense though? Who win
Nope.
that bitch?
Well, he didn't say. He just said he thinks the defensive player is going to get it.
Yeah, how hard
It's
that
an
is.
offensive
Even
league. They're not going to give it to a defensive
The way
player.
the way the league is nowadays, they're not going to give it to a.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
Eagles-
they have defensive
No.
player of the year.
the
I know
year
it's
that Burrow
dominating,
was
he
healthy,
and win
though,
MVP.
they went to the Super Bowl.
I think there's only been who's been MVP for defense? Just Alan Page, Lawrence Taylor, and was TJ Watt?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ Watt was. I mean,
TJ Watt was MVP?
yeah.
When?
Oh. He's with the he's with the Texans, I believe.
You mean
He said
JJ Watt?
He
No,
said TJ Watt's gonna
It
win.
was JJ. It was JJ.
Yeah, it was JJ Watt that won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
said TJ gonna win.
I did say TJ, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably read his comment when he said it.
Yeah, JJ Watt was MVP. Well, hell, JJ, TJ, and then Derek.
Yeah, he said TJ gonna win this year.
Nope.
You know, defensive rookie of the year is going to be Dallas Turner.
He's had a couple of injury years though. TJ
Who?
hasn't he? TJ.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
he get it every year.
I say the defensive player.
He-
I say the defensive
but he
rookie
always
of the year is Dallas Turner.
Turner's gonna be pretty good. I think he's gonna be all right.
Offensive rookie of the year is going to be JJ because he's taking us to the bowl. But no, I was kidding.
Yeah.
Sarah's like, yeah, right on.
Watch the offensive MVP this year end up being Aaron Jones for the Vikings.
No, it's going to be JJ's going to win Rookie of the Year, and Jay Jettis is going to win MVP.
No, you know who's going to be. You know what though? I changed my pick. I changed my pick
It's
to
gonna be-
Mahomes. Offensive MVP this year is going to be Aaron Rodgers if he gets the Jets into the playoffs.
No, he's going to be Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, but you can be MVP as well.
He going both.
If Aaron Rodgers gets
But it's gonna be
to the
hard.
playoffs, he's going to win all the awards. Comeback Player
I think
of the year,
comeback on. I think
offensive
comeback.
player-
Only because he's in New York.
Right. If Aaron Rodgers takes the Jets to the playoffs, he's going to get comeback, offensive player of the year, MVP, most improved player. He's going to get all those.
I don't think so.
I
I don't
mean,
think Jets gonna do shit.
he probably
Good.
the Jets don't have.
Yeah,
And on
Jets
top of
haven't had
that,
a-
he's going to
You're not,
be the
you're not
Vice
Northeast.
President.
Appreciate you.
And on top of that, he's going to win Vice President too.
You got to keep in mind, though, Did you remember when Brett Favre played his half year with the Jets before he got hurt? Of course,
Yeah, he was on his way to MVP.
He would have got all those same awards that I just mentioned because he's in New York. That's what I'm saying. It's not that I think he deserves it. It's just because he plays for a team that has an NY on the side of the helmet, even though they play in New Jersey. But
Anyway, the larger the market, the more.
That's beside the point. What did anything? I think the last time the Jets was actually good was Mark Sanchez.
And that ain't
that's what I'm saying. They have not.
They played the 49ers.
Quarterback. The Jets have not had a quarterback of Rodgers' level since Namath.
Man, Roger old as hell, man. But look,
he's still better than most of the quarterbacks in the league.
The Jets played the 49ers week 1 at the 49ers. He better come. He better hope
Aaron Rodgers is scared.
He better hope he come out that game healthy. Fuck being scared. He better hope he come out healthy against that defense.
Aaron Rodgers will chew a couple of gummies and he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll go to his darkness room.
That Achilles last year.
He'll go to his darkness retreat.
Well, he'll be in the sideline in the tent. It ain't for an injury. He's retreating.
They play the 49ers. I think Tennessee gonna be okay this year. They play Tennessee at Tennessee. They got 2 road games back to back.
Tennessee's another team that's kind of in shambles.
Yeah, Tennessee's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they have the worst record.
I do not think Tyreek is the number 1 player. Hell no.
Who?
Tyreek was the number 1 ranked player in the NFL this year.
Yeah, and JJ dropped from 2nd to 10th because of his injury. Come on, man.
Tyreek is the number 1 baby making machine player of the year.
I mean, in Tyreek's defense, when the Dolphins were rolling, he was that dude.
Yeah, he go crazy. That's why I ain't saying shit.
Who did they run up the score on last year? Was that last year they ran the score up on somebody?
Denver. That was Denver.
Yeah, that was Denver.
Was it 60? Was it 60?
Ran up on
That's right. They ran the score up on. I loved it because it was Sean Payton. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but their coach was soft and he wouldn't break the record. He gave Sean Payton his dignity and didn't break the record.
I'd have broke that mother.
Hell yeah. I would have been like, fuck.
I'd have put damn near 100 on Sean Payton. I don't care.
Between the Watts and
I think he probably did do it for the old coach of the Broncos because he tried to play him. So they was like, you know what? I'm gonna show you.
At their peak,
you mercy.
TJ and JJ were better than anything the Bosa's had to offer.
What's that?
Who's the better brother combination? He asked Bosa's or the Watts. Well,
the Watts.
When the Watts are at their peak, ain't nobody better than JJ and TJ at their peak. Especially JJ by himself is better.
JJ by himself, he changed the league.
No,
JJ played hockey too.
But I'm saying JJ Watt, when he was at his prime and not injured, he was better than any of the Bosas. You could combine the Bosas, and he was still better.
The Bosa in San Francisco gets hurt a lot now too.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
The one is Joey is always hurt.
In Pittsburgh, my God.
Joey Bosa.
He played for the Chargers.
Yeah, he plays for the Chargers.
Yeah, the other Watt brother plays with the Chargers too. He's a fullback.
Their dad played for the Dolphins. He was a D lineman for the Dolphins back in the day.
Yeah. I'm not saying the Bosas are not good, but they're not the Watts.
And Derek just retired too.
Yeah, Derek Watt just retired. Yep. So Derek retired.
I had a can of shrooms and I forgot about it, and so.
Oh, by the way, I did watch the Pittsburgh game tonight. There was a lineman wearing that covering over his helmet.
Yeah, I seen that. He the first player in the NFL to wear that shit.
He was wearing the covering.
Did it look dumb?
Hey, Tony, are you gonna live with us tomorrow for the football game?
Yeah, I'll pop in. Yeah.
Did you guys see that video of Gennard mic'd up?
I saw it. I watched it on YouTube.
They were wearing
watching highlights
helmets, and the guys are like, I can't see, guys. I can't see. with those helmets on.
Yeah, he looked like Gazoo. He did. It didn't look right. It
I ain't
looked
gonna lie. I hope
They can't see.
well. What they did do, Skull, is they were colored. The ones in the game tonight, they actually were colored like the helmet, because the Steelers only got that one logo, and so it was colored like the helmet. It was just like the helmet, only padded, but it looked awkward as hell. He looked like Gazoo.
Look like
Hey.
a bobblehead.
put that shit on Darasol. Let him have a full season.
Oh, he's got that one where it looks like a damn those helmets that they got for the linemen that all the linemen are wearing now. The extended front and all the other shit. I'm like,
not a cage. I hope it's not a cage.
no, he's not wearing a cage, but he may still wear that covering over it. It's hard to say. But yeah, they don't look. They ain't fashionable. Put it like that.
I'm watching the highlights of the Steelers Texans game. I like the Texans new uniforms.
What is it? What they didn't get no numbers on the damn shoulders?
He said, "Who gonna
TV
be the
numbers, as
biggest
they
bust
say.
this season?"
I like the uniforms.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lions.
Billy.
Don't the Lions have like
Y'all
silver
seen
pants?
Penix?
Who?
The Lions. They got silver pants,
Penix.
right?
I don't
Yeah, they
know.
do.
They should
He
wear
said-
those with the white ones
He
because
said the biggest bust this season. I got the fucking Eagles.
Oh, I said that yesterday. I said the Eagles not gonna make the playoffs.
The Eagles ain't gonna be good, man. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. That ain't.
What are we calling a bust?
So
Well,
who's winning the East?
okay. So who do you got winning the East?
Cowboys.
No, they've never
Yeah.
repeated. The East has never had a repeated division winner in like forever.
Team that could
Washington.
sneak up is Commanders.
Mhm.
Who won last year?
Commanders.
Cowboys
Kansas.
won last year.
I think Cowboys gonna win it.
Nope.
I think the
I don't know,
Cowboys
the
gonna
If
win.
it ain't,
Hey
probably be the
Tony,
Commanders.
I got the Cowboy picking up a nice running back once he get cut from the 53 on the 53-man roster. The Cowboys gonna pick him up.
Tanking. He's not going to be winning.
What running
Who the
back
run-
is that?
I don't know. I'm just saying they're gonna pick
Oh, you just
somebody
saying
up.
a running back in general?
Yeah.
Well, the
hell
problem
yeah.
with the Cowboys though is they're so far down. If a player gets released, they have to go through. Don't they have to go through waivers first?
Yep.
You got to go through waivers before
And
you.
the Cowboys are way down that waiver list.
Yeah,
Oh, they is.
yeah. You got it. The Cowboys are like 20 something.
Yeah, it goes
Man,
by the worst
Man,
record.
it gonna be so many running backs getting released.
You're better off. You know what? You're better off signing one off the street.
Jerry ain't signing nobody. Not even CD.
Jerry
Think
can't even
about
pay.
it.
He
So
can't even
think
pay
about
his
the
stars
best-
right now.
So you think about the best running back that gets released, the Panthers are going to have the first pick. You know, so then they're going to release their worst running back. You think Dallas wants the Panthers' worst running back?
Maybe.
So, and then the next worst team is going to have a chance to sign. Then they're going to release their worst running back. I don't think the Cowboys want any of that. So it's going to take a team like the Vikings to pick up a running back.
And
that they
nobody
think is better.
pays top money for running back
Yeah.
anymore except Philly.
No,
Yeah.
we have a higher chance of picking up a running back than the Cowboys. We're 11 on the waiver
Yeah.
list.
But
Yeah,
but
I don't
the
think we're about
Cowboys
to
don't
pick
have
up a
no
running
running back though, for real.
Running back it's the way offenses
Yeah,
are
Zeke.
nowadays. Nobody wants to pay running backs. They overpay for a third wide
I
receiver.
think Zeke gonna get
Yeah,
cut.
They went over-
I don't think he's gonna be there week 1.
you know
Zeke-
Zeke, man?
You got Zeke getting cut, man.
Jerry
Damn.
don't loves him.
Yeah, Jerry does like him.
I'm sorry, the NFL cannot allow that. They got to do something else.
What?
That fucking padding on top of the helmet. It looks so It looks so stupid.
It's ridiculous. It's bad.
That's why I said only for the offensive alignment. It's cool. Any other player? Nah.
Oh, there's wide receivers that are wearing them.
Or maybe Zeke is playing center.
Here's my thing.
Cowboys.
Okay, you've made these helmets over the years supposed to be better, but then you're going to put a cover. Why are you putting a covering over them? Why you adding more?
Mark Kelso did that back in the 90s.
Yeah, so did Steve Wallace.
Yeah.
But okay, if these helmets are supposed to be better, why the hell are you going to put another damn covering over the already better helmet?
How is the Cowboy trash?
Dude,
So I think
They won't pay their.
they lost
they
a
won't pay
couple
their
of their
players.
linemen.
And the
But
Cowboys
we
used to
all
throw
know-
out money, and the Cowboys used to throw out money like it was nothing. Now he
But
won't
we all
pay
know the
anybody.
Cowboy. But we all know the
Jerry
Cowboys
got
develop.
paternity suits to settle. He can't be paying that kind of money.
Hell yeah, he
McCarthy's
having
out at
kids
the end of
left
the
and
year.
right.
McCarthy's
Yeah,
out at
I
the
ain't
end of
gonna
the
lie
year.
to y'all. Hey, Tony.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think if Dak
So,
goes to the right team,
You
he'd
guys
be a
tell
good
me what
quarterback.
looks better. Those new ass helmets they have or this double shell helmet? I think that looks much better than what they have nowadays.
I'd wear that one. That one looks better.
I wear that one, but with the pad in that.
There's padding, the
There's
regular
padding
padding
in
in the
between the
helmet.
layers.
Yeah, there's padding in between the layers.
They
Man,
look
no
like,
matter what the
they got
NFL
the
trying to do, man, your ass still
So if
gonna
you
get a
look right here,
concussion,
Bill,
man.
I'll make it bigger. If you look between the layers, you see the white.
Yeah, I can't
That's the
that's
extra
padding.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't see that shit, man.
Yeah, it's hard to stop concussions because that's internal. It's hard to
Yeah.
stop the brain from hitting the skull.
NFL, stop the bullshit.
How hard you make the helmet.
I got the Cowboy winning the NFC East, man.
Nope.
The Eagles ain't gonna be shit this year.
They're gonna have to put a Neuralink chip in the helmets so your brain won't hit the skull.
Good luck with that one. That's good luck. Well, you got two people running in.
Elon, hurry up.
Y'all just
I
saw my
got the
screensaver.
Commanders winning the division.
Who?
I got the Commanders
Who?
winning the division.
Yeah, it could be the Commanders.
It could be the Commanders. It could be.
Man, fuck
Jaden
no.
Daniels.
It's like wearing two
Who they
condoms.
wide receivers?
Oh, damn, Skull.
They got Dobson and Scary Terry.
Their wide
They got
receivers
Scary
are
Terry.
Jahan Dotson and David Moore.
They got decent
Yeah.
receivers.
Scary Terry's good, man.
Man, listen here, man.
Scary
I'm not
Terry's
worried.
just been waiting for.
I ain't worried about shit about no Dawson.
What up, Gil?
I got the Cowboys winning that bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dak, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Dak be willing deal in the regular season. Y'all are crazy.
Cowboys
If
lost their
they don't
linemen.
recently CD Lamb, they ain't going to the playoffs for sure.
They lost a couple
They
guys
gonna
in the
re-
trenches. How are they going
That's
to win?
definitely
They
true.
going to re-sign CD Lamb. He going to get re-signed.
Well,
They lost
hey, we-
their center. They lost their their left tackle. They lost their let's see, and then they lost a couple guys on the D line.
The Cowboy do good on the offense line. I ain't worried about the Cowboys.
Oh, and don't
They
forget,
all
Micah
do
Parsons
good.
wants to get paid too, and they ain't thinking
Yeah,
about
but-
paying him either.
But he got to wait till next year though. His
I will take
contract
the bait
nowhere
on that
near
question,
up.
by the way. You
He
say
wants
the
his money now.
You say the Eagles are going to be the most disappointing team? Is that what the question was, right?
Yeah, that's what I got
Yeah.
out of it.
Who's the biggest bust this season? They play in the North.
Who, the
Detroit
Lions?
or Chicago?
Yep.
You think Detroit?
Yep.
Oof.
Dan Campbell came out and said that he's going to be less aggressive. That's going to kill them because that's how they play.
I don't
That
know.
might-
The Lions.
I-
I don't know. The Lions got that good offensive line.
You know what though? Dan Campbell's from that old school attitude. He'll say one thing and then come out and hit you in the mouth.
It be lying. He a lying motherfucker.
They
I don't
they
believe
they
shit he
tell
say.
them that if you know, like back in the day, you said something, them coaches would say something, the other teams would be like, "No, he ain't. He gonna do the same shit he'd been doing."
I
He
think
ain't
the
gonna
Bears
change.
are gonna underachieve.
The Bears, yeah. What's his name's gonna suffer through some growing pains.
There's a lot of teams out there who have talent that don't do anything.
But the Lions ain't lose nothing. They kept all their coaches and everything though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
added.
but it's easy.
They ain't
to
lose
go
nothing,
from-
but the Vikings.
it's easy from going. It's
Okay,
easy
didn't they
to be the
sign
hunter.
Davenport?
The big difference between the hunted, not the hunter.
Who signed Davenport?
The
The
Lions.
The Lions.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, but the Lions could take a step back, Cash, because who's their wide receiver number 2 and number 3?
Jameson is number 2, I believe.
Man, I ain't got no faith in James.
But he
never
doesn't
even
stay
showed
healthy.
He doesn't stay healthy. Who's the number 1? Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Ahmad St.
Yeah,
Brown,
he's
yeah.
number
Amon
one.
St. Brown?
Laporta. Those are their 2 main receivers.
Yeah, Ahmad,
tight end.
Ahmad
I mean,
St. Brown is pretty nice.
shit.
Amon St. Brown, yeah.
He catching more passes.
Who's running the ball for him?
No 2
Gibbs
running
and
backs.
Montgomery.
Is it Swift?
No,
Gibbs.
No, Gibbs and Montgomery.
Gibbs and Montgomery? They
Swift
gave
was
is
Penny.
in
number
They,
Chicago.
they paid Penny Sewell, so they still got the same offensive line, basically.
Yeah, what you mean? Let's go. Who was number 2 last year and what? I don't know what you mean by that. Who
was their
2?
number 2 last year?
And
Number 2
what?
wide
No
receiver.
one.
They number
The
2 last year.
Oh, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds. Reynolds is another receiver that left.
Oh, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, with Josh Reynolds.
Where'd Reynolds? Where'd he go?
Denver.
I think he went to Carolina, didn't he?
Denver.
Oh, he's in
he went to
Denver?
Denver.
Yeah, that they say what's his name looks pretty good. He might be okay. Bo Nix.
Well, Bo Nix fits Peyton's style offense, quick throws.
He fits what Sean Payton wants to do.
Yeah, quick throws, and that's the only way Bo Nix will succeed is by running the quick throw offense like he ran in Oregon.
I wish we had some quick throws. I'm tired of these 5-step, 7-step drop backs.
Come on, man. KOC runs the most complicated offense in the NFL.
And that's the problem. Just make it simple. I mean, these guys are young. Don't give them more than they need to have. I mean, see, that's proves right there he's never put together a game plan or anything because he's got to make it the most complicated. Keep it simple. These guys ain't Einsteins, god damn it.
KOC doesn't even understand it.
Exactly, Skull. Exactly. Once he's done drawing it up, he's got to look at it like, what the hell did I just draw?
Little Cubs. These little Cubs.
I
The Bears.
didn't believe this.
No, Kubiak Jr. Gary
The
Kubiak.
Vikings haven't won a preseason game in what, 5 years?
2016,
2019.
2019.
They ain't won a damn I mean, it's
Who cares?
preseason, but
It's because we don't start our starters. We had our backers
they'll
playing
win one this
starters
year.
in preseason.
They'll win. I think they'll win tomorrow because they're playing the starters. But it's preseason. I don't care. The Lions went 4-0.
Like, you
The Lions went 4-0 preseason.
preseason.
The Lions went
Yes,
4-0.
preseason.
Yeah, the Lions went 4-0 in the preseason and went 0-16 in the regular season.
So technically, they had 4 wins that year.
Technically, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I think the offensive line will get like 1 drive, maybe 2 drives. JJ's not playing, so and then there'll be some defensive guys.
Well, they got enough receivers they got to look at anyway, so
yeah.
the fact that he's not playing is no big deal. You know what? Just run the damn ball.
And preseason games matter for that reason, McCarthy. Not the win.
Well, the game, to a fan, preseason games don't mean shit.
Yeah.
To a player trying to make an NFL roster, this is probably his only chance he'll get to play in a game. So it means a lot to them.
Yeah, and preseason games are getting less and less.
Yeah, and it's going to get to the point where and this is where the NFL players need to fight back. The owners want to get rid of preseason altogether.
Yeah,
go into the season.
They want a 20-game regular season.
Hell no.
It's always been 20 games.
It's always been 20 games.
The NFL has always been 20 games.
It's always been 20 games.
It used to be 6 preseason games and 14 regular season games.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they went to 16 games, 4 preseason games. Now they went to 17 and 3.
Yep.
Now it's 17 and 3. When they go to 18 games, it'll be 18 and 2.
Yep.
But they want to go to 20 and 0.
Yep. And they're going to go straight from 18 and 2 to 20 to 0. It's going to happen.
Yep.
They
And
better
then-
they better start upping those contracts then.
well,
They
no,
were-
the players need to right now. The head of the guy that is the head of the NFL Players Association. He's a major.
Is it still Demore Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a major kiss ass. He ain't no better than Gene Upshaw.
I would not be willing to pay 20 to play 20 games if they ain't
Well,
giving
the
me
only
more
way
money.
20 games will ever work and the players will ever agree to it is you get multiple, you get 2 bye weeks, and you expand the rosters. That is the only way the players will
Yeah.
ever agree to it.
And your money better be more than what you're
Well, the
It's
money
gonna
will be-
it's gonna take more than that.
Yeah.
It's gonna take more than
Well,
that.
more money too. Higher
No,
salary
it's
cap.
and you know what it's really gonna take? The players want the NFL to change these damn surfaces.
Oh, and they don't want to play Thursday games.
They don't want to play Thursday games.
And the refs gotta get fined.
They should be getting fined anyway. I think if you fuck up a game, you should lose a paycheck. You know, but not, most of the
I
refs
don't
have
understand
regular
that.
jobs anyway.
It doesn't matter what sport it is, but the officials are protected. I understand they have a hard job. I get that.
I don't get
There's
it.
a lot of people. There's a lot of people out in this world who have hard jobs, but when they fuck up, they get criticized for it, or they
But-
get.
Okay.
But that's
Here's
why
my
there's
thing, Catch.
cameras.
If they, if you have a real job, that's a hard job. This is a recreational thing.
Well, being an umpire is hard, because the players are much faster. than you
Still
are.
recreational.
No, but what I'm saying is, you're a 60-something-year-old dude you're trying to run with 30 or 25-year-olds who are much.
Okay,
faster.
get somebody young enough who's out there that can run and is in
Or-
shape instead of these 60,
Or
70-year-old
make it permanent refs,
Huh?
or make them permanent.
What's the name? He used to complain about that all the time. Bud Grant. He wanted permanent refs. He did. He wanted permanent refs. Because these refs, here's the deal. Monday through Friday, they got regular jobs. They fly to the games, whichever their crew is, for Sunday, Monday, or whatever, Thursday, which they need to get rid of Thursday, and get rid of the European games. Get rid of the NFL Europe. Get rid of the games in Europe. They only do that for gambling. It's the only reason they do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he tackled Bynum. Man, he really tackled Bynum too. I remember that.
Vikings
Yeah,
almost
and
lost
remember
the
that
because of
game?
it.
Commanders got a
we got
touchdown out
robbed
of it.
of two touchdowns by Shannon Sullivan because the ref didn't blow because the ref blowed the play dead.
Yeah, they fucked up the Kansas City game last year. At the end, what's his name? Should have got a flag, and he didn't. He took his helmet off.
Need.
Yeah, Snead.
The ref told him to put his helmet back on too.
And
How
he
nice.
should have threw the flag right away. That's the bullshit. He should have threw the flag right away when he took his helmet off.
How nice, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, that's what I said. This year's with Snead in Tennessee, he ain't gonna be getting the kind of calls he was getting.
No. Yeah, that game you're talking about was against the Colts, Sarah. I remember that now. That was against the Colts. Sullivan. He had a touchdown.
He had two.
Yeah. They were both called back.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have been down so bad if those were called correctly.
Yeah, that would have put us right back in it.
Man, I might get out of here, man. Hey, we watching the game live tomorrow night at 4:00. Everybody tap in.
That's
Oh,
not
watch
night. That's
party.
afternoon. What are you talking about?
I thought the game was at 2.
I said
Yeah,
4:00
3.
Eastern
The
time.
game was at 3 time in real time, Sarah, which is
Yeah, it's 3:00 our time, Sarah.
Oh.
Yeah, 4:00 Eastern time. Tap in with us, man. We live on YouTube, play by play.
Who's calling it?
Me catching you.
Yogi. I think Yogi might be on too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be on for sure. I'll be on for
Yeah,
sure.
we going live. Starting at 3:50 Eastern time. Tap in with us.
It's
We going live.
pre-season, so I won't get so
Grab-
heated.
Grab your drinks, grab your food. we going crazy.
Oh, I
Watch
already got.
JJ take the field. We gonna
I
watch
already
JJ
got-
take the field for the first time.
I'm having pizza and wings for the game, so
My shit empty. I gotta get a whole nother drink.
pizza, wings, and Mountain Dew.
I gotta go cook the rest of my food. Shit, it's fucking.
So-
It's 120. It's 120 where I'm at.
Did you see the talk about the one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life happened this past weekend? The Hall of Fame, Steve McMichael.
Mongo, yeah, that was pretty. Yeah,
That-
he just.
That's pretty sad. That's one of the things. That's the thing about cancer and all that shit. It don't give a fuck who you are. I know it's not cancer, but it's almost the same thing.
Well, he's got what, ALS?
Yeah, stuff like that. ALS, cancer. They don't give a. It does not give. It does not discriminate. It does
What
not
is
care who
ALS?
you are.
Lou Gehrig's disease. It's
Lou
a
Gehrig's
muscle
disease.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Yep. See, Trisha's listening to the police scanner in Vacaville.
Hey, Trish, I just watched when we first came on. I was telling Tony, my wife and I were watching a police chase in California about the guy who was wanted for sexual crimes out of Boston. The guy was doing like 18 miles an hour, and there was like 8 cars behind him. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you're right. Skull. Orlando Smith died from ALS,
Yeah.
and it robs you of everything.
Yep. No, but I'm saying, like, what does ALS do to your body?
It basically weakens your bones, weakens your muscles. It's a degenerative type of thing. That's why it's called Lou Gehrig's disease, because that's what killed Lou Gehrig. But it hit him quick, didn't it?
Is
Lou
it hereditary?
No, I don't think so.
It's not hereditary. No. Some people, like with some ALS, sometimes it hits you quick. Sometimes it takes its time.
The Saints player also had it.
Gleason.
Yeah,
Gleason had ALS. Our guy Orlando Thomas had it. That's what did him in. But yeah.
So it just shuts down your body?
Yeah, basically it eats away at your muscles and your bones.
Mm.
Because if you look at Mongo right now, and motor skills are gone, you basically need help breathing. It messes up your brain because he's a vegetable.
Like, when does it start? Like,
I think for Mongo, it hit him hard. What, 2-3 years ago?
I know, but like, at what age does it?
Any age.
Any age.
Oh, really?
Yep, any age. Yeah, because Mongo, because he was just like 10 years ago. He looked like Mongo, and then all of a sudden he was he had ALS and it hit him. He was bedridden really fast. But yeah, it's a degenerative disease, and it was sad on his part because he's another one that got in and didn't even know he was there. Put it this way, Mick Tingelhoff went in for the Vikings, didn't remember it, and then they didn't interview him for the game because he got he had Alzheimer's, so he has sundowners. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it was sad. It was really sad.
All right, so Sarah, this is what Steve McMichael. This is what he as a player.
Yeah, that's Mongo.
That's him as a player. Okay, and then this is him. Back. This is him at his Hall of Fame speech. Well, not speech, but this is what he looked like here in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's the one in the bed. So that's what that's what
he had a lot of his teammates there too.
Yeah. So that's what ALS does to you, Sarah. It's loading. Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah, Jimbo Covert was there. I didn't even recognize Jimbo without his mustache and beard.
I know, right?
Yeah, I didn't even recognize him.
Let me take it off until it loads.
Dent was there. Mike Singletary was there. Jared Payton.
Was he part of the 85 team?
Yeah. Yeah, number 76. He was defensive tackle lined up next to the fridge.
Okay, Sarah, that's him for his Hall of Fame.
There's no picture, Catch.
I just had the picture up. Jeez.
Oh.
Nope, no picture.
No picture.
Yeah, I know. I can see it. Let me see. Why is it not? StreamYard.
It's okay. I'll look.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
So that's what he looked like as a player. That's his bust, Sarah. You see that?
Yep.
Yeah, that was his bust.
This is what ALS does to you.
That's him in the bed.
Did he pass away this weekend?
No, he's still alive. He's hanging on.
He's still with us. For how much longer, we don't know.
We don't know. But that's what ALS does to you.
But he's got help breathing and everything. Yeah. So he's probably not long for this earth. So
doesn't Michael J. Fox have that too?
No, he's got Parkinson's.
He's got Parkinson's.
Same thing Muhammad Ali had.
Yep.
What's Parkinson's?
But they say Michael J. Fox had that early, like back in the 80s, like when he was.
He had it in his. He had it coming out of his.
Yeah. Like Secret of Mike's Success and all that. When he did all those movies, Back to the Future, he had it then.
Yeah, he had it in his, when he was doing Family Ties or whatever it was called.
It affects your motor skills.
Yeah. What they said, what's his name? This one rock star, Blackie Lawless. He was good friends with Muhammad, and Muhammad, the mind still worked, but he just didn't have the motor skills. He just didn't have it.
Is that when you shake?
Yep.
Yes.
I think it affects the nervous system.
It does, yes, it does affect the nervous system.
Yeah, Gleason was another player who had it, and he was in a wheelchair. And he had one of those wheelchairs, and the only way he could communicate was with that straw thing that goes in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was the only way.
Isn't there another disease called like MLS?
That's ALS. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought it was MLS.
No, MLS is Major League Soccer, Sarah.
I'm used to hearing the Lou Gehrig disease. That's why I'm used to hearing that.
Yeah, I'm used to saying Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
Because
I swear it was MLS, but I guess I just heard it wrong.
You heard it wrong. Yeah, it's ALS. It's not hard to hear wrong though. It's ALS, MLS.
Yeah.
Only a few letters down from the alphabet. But yeah, it's sad. He's in. Man,
did you guys see the USA basketball team? Oh my god, it would have been an embarrassment if they had lost. They were getting their
ass. They almost lost, didn't they?
Yeah, they were getting their ass whooped until the refs helped them out.
Well, I don't know. I think they have a couple of the players on the team are too old.
What was that?
Crybaby James is one.
I'd be getting into fights with LeBron fans.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a shell of what he used to be. He's just trying to be on the team. They're not even playing Anthony Edwards.
Why aren't they playing Ant?
Because LeBron James has to play. Stephen Curry has to play. Those two guys and Joel Embiid, for some reason, all three of those guys have to.
Oh my God, Embiid looks horrible. Like, what the hell is he even doing on the floor?
So they got Ant riding the bench.
Steve Kerr's a little bitch.
They got
LeBron,
Tatum riding the bench.
Yeah. Tatum,
who else is riding the bench?
Tatum.
Jason.
Are you serious?
Because Curry,
Anthony Davis,
the egos have to start.
And Durant, all four of those guys have to play.
And plus, I think it's their last Olympics, so they're trying to put them out on top.
I think LeBron James is going to try to play in the LA Olympics.
With Bronny.
Yeah, he's going to want to play with his son.
But they have, like, Trae Young wants to play on the Olympic team. Trae Young's an exciting player. Would you want to watch Trae Young as opposed to some of these old ass guys they got on this team? You know, I mean, there ain't a point guard on any of these other teams that can stay with Trae Young. I'm sorry, but Steve Kerr is such a little bitch.
Oh my god.
What I don't understand is why Embiid is still playing. Oh my god, he sucks.
Because
what else is he going to do?
Embiid became an American citizen. Embiid can technically play for 3 teams. He can play for Cameroon, France, and the U.S. The U.S. said if you play for us, we'll start you every game. So that's why he's
horrible.
playing for the U.S. So,
wow. I haven't watched any of the Olympics.
I haven't watched any of the games because I know both the men and women's basketball teams.
By the way, when did breakdancing become an Olympic sport?
This is the first time ever, and hopefully the last.
Breakdancing?
Yeah.
They get rid of baseball, but they got
40 years. Aren't they like 40 years too late?
They got rid of.
Well, but
they got rid of baseball, but they put in.
They got rid of baseball for breakdancing
and windsurfing and rhythmic men's rhythmic gymnastic.
Rhythmic.
Can't make this shit.
Is that the twirling shit when they twirl the flag?
Yes.
Yep. When they
do
the flag swirlies.
Yeah, they have that long streaming thing, and they like jump up in the air.
They just swirl the flags and jump.
That's in the Olympics?
Yes.
That's a sport?
Yes.
Yes.
No wonder how China getting all these gold medals.
No shit.
Exactly. Yeah, no shit.
No, but I've been watching them synchronized dive. That shit looks cool as hell.
Oh, that shit's so rigged.
I don't know, but
because there was the American team and the Chinese team did the same exact dive. The Americans actually were more in sync on that dive than the Chinese were because the American women hit the water at the same time. One of the Chinese divers hit the water like a quarter of a second before the other one.
You got to give the communist
They
countries
gave
some medals.
China. They scored China 8 points higher than they scored the Americans.
I don't know, but I was watching
So
it.
it's ridiculous.
I don't know, but like I said, I was watching it, and the Chinese, they were so good, I couldn't even tell that there were 2 of them.
Because we're so tiny.
Here's the thing, though.
Race.
The difference between China and like America is in China, they scout kids to see how good they are, and then they take them from their families and they send them to the Olympic facility. And they wake up and they do that sport that they were chosen for, and then they go to bed.
Communism at its best.
They do the same thing.
Communism.
I'd be scared to win a silver.
Oh, you win if you come back with a silver or bronze, you're going to the front.
Breakdancing, I understand what you're saying. Breakdancing is pretty cool, but it's not like what it was like when Electric Boogaloo and all that shit was around.
Yeah, well, breakdancing is cool, but
I'm dating myself. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Breakdancing hasn't been cool since 1984.
Oh no, it's
right
cool.
when the movie Breaking Boogaloo came out, right?
Yeah, and all the guys I knew that were breakdancers are my age and got really bad arthritis.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one brother that can still do it, but even he has his limits.
Handball, I don't know.
It's not a sport.
What,
breakdancing's not a sport.
I think
that
handball.
I agree with.
I'm just waiting for them to put. I'm just waiting for them to put video games in the Olympics.
Dude, give them time. Give them time. You are going to have they're going to have like a Madden tournament in the Olympics.
Yeah.
About to get gold, baby.
They've already talked about it, Shaq, doing stuff like Counter-Strike and all that type of stuff.
Here's a tip for you guys. Don't piss off Korean women. They're very good in archery.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of Korean women. I'm afraid of short Filipino women.
I'm scared of short women. Period.
That's true. That's true too.
Trisha's short and will beat my ass.
People
I ain't
are
like.
You got that right.
All these tall women are like, oh, men don't like me. They're intimidated by me. No, men are not intimidated by tall women.
We ain't intimidated by tall women.
It's those 4'11", 5'1".
It's the short ones.
Yes.
Yeah, you know why? Because we are undercover ninjas.
Yeah, I know. I'm dating one.
We are undercover ninjas. Hi.
Yeah, that's. Oh my god. Oh my
Isn't the
wife
Olympics
is 5'4", and my wife can get feisty. Kind of why I married her. I was dating 3 girls at once, trying to weed through.
You playboy.
It kind of weed which one I wanted to go through. So I would start arguing.
Okay, careful what you say, Kat. She's right there.
She's sleeping.
You think she's sleeping?
One day in
she already knows this, by the way. I tell my wife everything. She already knows this. And I would pick fights with them on purpose just to see who would fight back and who was feisty. The other 2 girls were kind of like, My wife, she's like, oh, no, hell you didn't, motherfucker. She knows. So that's
you think she's sleeping, but one day you're gonna get into an argument, and she's gonna be like, "Remember that one night when you were doing that?"
She already does that
at 12:30 a.m.
She already does that.
She gonna spring up some shit talking about you didn't tell me that story that way. You left out something.
Exactly.
Like, do you remember that time?
In that chair.
I got a great wife. My wife actually, me and her don't argue a lot. So
till now.
No, like I said, I don't have anything with my wife. My wife was like, "Let me look through your phone." I'm like, "Okay, here." No, I don't care.
That's how it should be.
You can look at
that's what it should be.
You can look at all my OnlyFans on there. I don't care. I was kidding.
They're gonna be like, it's gonna be all these pictures of Chinese fans.
Oh my god.
Are those the ones that are sideways?
Yeah.
You guys are wrong.
No, you don't have the fans that hang from the ceiling. They spin like this in America, but there's fans they make to where they go parallel like this. I think, that's the Chinese design.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still OnlyFans.
I don't even have an OnlyFans. I just know about OnlyFans because people talk about it, like YouTube videos talking about how OnlyFans girls can't get men after they quit doing OnlyFans, or
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, no shit. Well, here's the thing though. OnlyFans, you've got people that have OnlyFans and they do like cooking and home improvement stuff like that. But most people that have OnlyFans, they doing some other shit.
Yeah,
especially the women. But yeah, I mean, it's
like I would do an OnlyFans of me painting my nails if people were interested in that because I got nice nails.
Trust me, there's people
interested. It's a fetish.
Oh, well, in that case, I might be able to afford that blue check
you're
mark.
Asian on top of it, Sarah.
Yeah, yeah. There's.
I might be able to afford that blue check mark in a couple weeks.
Yeah. You can get the blue. Do it if you do it on it. Yeah, shit. It's not that. Yeah, it's not that expensive, but yeah. It said Sarah wanted to add her X channel to the broadcast, but you gotta have the damn blue check mark
to go. Oh, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Elon does enough to that damn thing that he screwed it up already.
I did it because we don't have it we have 13 viewers.
Uh-huh.
I got 5 on my X channel. So our views go down a lot if I don't have my X channel. When Yogi has his X channel on here, we get a lot more viewers. But Yogi doesn't pay for the blue check mark, so I can't use his YouTube.
Yeah, there's certain things you just don't.
Yeah.
Elon Musk don't need no more of my money.
Come
That's
on, man.
fucked up. I mean, you
Elon
have to
Musk.
pay for that.
Come on, Elon Musk. His Tesla stock's down, man. He lost so much money.
Why don't he build a car that actually takes gasoline? He wouldn't have that problem. Should.
Or how many kids does he have? Like,
Too many?
yeah.
Well, he lost one, so
Lost one to what?
he had twins.
He lost a twin. Lost one of the twins.
Well, the twin's still alive, but he lost one of them.
Oh, one of them transitioned.
Yeah. And he keep.
Oh,
and he-
that's the one they're talking about.
And he keeps calling him by his birth name, not with the new name that she wants to be called by.
He's not calling him by his transition name.
Yeah.
He doesn't recognize
He's
it,
dead
which
naming
a
him.
lot of parents do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just part of it.
I don't know. I don't have.
Wait,
kids.
how many kids he got?
I think he's got 4.
4 or 5.
Well, not all the kids.
Okay.
Not all the kids that live with him. Well, I guess technically, since he got married, but she had kids before. That's not his. I guess he's got. And so, but the
Does he
twins-
live? Does he live in America?
Yes.
Because he's
Yeah,
South
I
African.
thought he had like 20 kids. Or is that Tyreek?
Tyreek.
Tyreek trying to build his own team, man.
I don't blame him. That's the goal. That is the goal. I just need one baby mother though.
Yeah, how many he
Not
got? Like 3 or 4?
15.
Unfortunately, my wife can't have any. So
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Curtis.
yeah,
I don't have any kids. You know what?
she's
I ain't upset about it.
My wife is very upset about it. My wife gets so pissed off when she sees a crackhead have like popping kids out like a fucking Pez dispenser. And here she is.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Like,
Can't have
And
it.
that's the crazy part is I don't understand. We don't put medicine and technology towards trying to find out how to give women more to having babies instead of returning men into women.
Though, because they don't. Okay, I don't know how political we want to
Well,
get.
okay, I'll just put this
They
like
don't
this way.
want. They don't want America's birth rate is down since all these people, they like thinking having babies is bad. The last 6 or 7 years in America for some reason. So
Okay, but here's the thing, though. They're upset because nobody's having babies. Guess what? When the babies are here, who's gonna feed them?
yep.
America.
Who's gonna take care of them?
well, if they would stop giving money to other countries, we could take care of our own.
We've never done that. We have the money. We don't take care of our own.
Yep.
They don't. They never will. They never will. It's. I don't know why. They just don't until
I think
they
it's
need
more
us.
like organized.
Until they need us when they start
Nobody-
another war. Then we got to enlist and shit. And here's another thing too about the whole
Yep, Mom
transitioning
was still
thing.
at it.
People have been transitioning for years. It's just, it's like it's not even a big deal, but it's become a political thing. Bottom line, people have been transitioning for years. They were transitioning back in the 40s and 50s.
I believe it.
They were. It's a
I do.
well-known fact, but it's become a political thing
If
now.
they put more effort into, women.
And with modern medicine and shit like that, it's gotten, you can't really tell nowadays.
Yeah,
But
that's why
that's why Hank Baskett's ass got.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, okay, dude, what was your first clue? I mean, she had an Adam's apple, and
Because you can't get rid of that. Can you?
Yeah.
she had an Adam's apple.
When you talk about Kendra,
Yeah, Kendra.
No, the one he cheated on Kendra. The one he cheated on Kendra with.
Oh.
Yeah.
If he could not tell she was trans, if she could not tell, he's
What?
stupid. You could
Oh.
tell.
So she had an Adam's apple.
when a woman walks in, and goes hi.
Like,
Well, now there's some that my ex-wife worked with,
Yeah.
some that transition, and unless you had told me, that they I didn't ever know.
Yeah, but
So when you transition, you
that's
can
now,
get rid
but
of
like
the
even
Adam's
5 years
apple?
ago.
You can shave it. Yeah, you can shave the Adam's apple.
Even
They
5
also can get
Yeah.
voice change stuff.
Even 5
But-
years ago was a big deal.
But I mean, this one, they showed a picture. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, because I
You
mean,
know.
like some people's Adam's
Well,
apples are
sometimes they
like,
don't got
God
the money.
dang.
Sometimes they don't got the full money to get
I
the
got
full
a confession to make.
Yeah, that's true.
So you go halfway.
I am a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
Aren't most men?
It's
Yeah, because you guys get
acceptance and admittance is the first step, Tony.
That's true.
you guys
You-
you
yeah.
guys get way more emotional than us sometimes. God.
That is true.
I don't.
There
even-
are some.
I'll-
I'll tell you,
I-
what, there are
I've only
some.
cried. I think I've only cried 3 times in my life.
Honestly, the last time I really, my parents, of course, my mom, but before then, the one time I really cried was when the Vikings cut Alan Page.
Well, how old were you?
I was a week before I turned 12.
Yeah. So
They cut my idol. I cried like a baby.
as an adult, I only cried 3 times.
I didn't even cry when they lost the Super Bowl. They lost 3 Super Bowls. I didn't even cry.
Yeah. If they win the Super Bowl, I'm bawling like a baby. I don't care.
They win the Super Bowl, I'm going to cry, and then I'm going to get drunk, and then I'm going to go burn something.
And then you just cry again.
Yeah, I might actually cry if we win the Super Bowl. I might actually cry.
So
We win a Super Bowl. It's because of all the years, and finally that monkey's off your back, as I say.
Yeah. I've
Me
lost.
and Tony's gonna go riot.
I've lost 2 dogs in like the last 4 years. So I cried when they died, but not for very long. But the hardest I ever cried was when my brother died. But that was still not for very
My
long.
mom. Oh, you know what? I did. Cry.
I am fortunate enough, and both my parents are still here. So
I lost my parents like 2 weeks apart. That's what sucked.
Oh yeah.
And between that and all the BS that the family was giving me was kind of like I really didn't have that time to grieve. And I lost it with my mom. With my dad, we didn't have that great of a relationship. So
Speaking of moms,
they didn't even tell me my dad died.
yeah, I do have to call my dad more, but my dad and I have like a relationship. Like I know he loves me and stuff like that. My dad never abandoned me, but my dad's not a very paternal person.
Yeah.
So like I know he loves me and stuff like that. So even if I don't talk to him for like 2 weeks or a month or so, we talk for a good 10-15 minute conversation, and then after that we're both like looking for stuff to say.
Is your dad Asian?
Is my dad Asian? No.
That was a joke because that's how Asian dads are.
Oh. But my dad's side of the family is like we're only like 3rd or 4th generation American. My dad's family's from Germany.
Oh.
So
They're that old school European.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that was just meant to be a joke because that's how Asian
But
parents
my mom's always supported me no matter what I did. I mean, look, she supported me. She's up at 1:48 in the morning watching me on YouTube.
Yeah, because she's waiting for you to tell another story about some shit you did when you were younger and she don't know about.
I mean, actually, there's not for me a lot to say because I watched my brother get in trouble all the time, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some stuff. My mom knows about most of it. But
Yeah, but there's some stuff you left out. She's just finding out. She'll even put it in the comments. You didn't tell me about that.
well, some stuff, yeah, but some stuff I didn't think was important to tell her.
I
But
took
obviously
German
she
in
thought
high
it was
school.
important.
It was the
I used to
most
tell-
useless
you forgot.
language
Well, I know my mom's side of the family is German as well, but not as much as my dad's. Like my dad's side of the family is completely German. My mom has more than
All I know as far as my family is my mom had Native and Italian and Black.
Have any of you guys done that
Nope.
that DNA test,
No,
like whatever
because I don't
23.
want damn police officer knocking on my door and say, "Hey, well, it doesn't match your DNA." Hell no, you ain't getting that information from me.
No, I just like my cousin did it.
Oh, ancestry, yeah.
My cousin did it, and I found out that my nephew. I had a brother that my dad never talked to, that I never talked to because he had fallen out with my dad, so I never knew him. He had a son that played in the NFL. And I found he's like, yeah, you had a nephew that played in the NFL. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, Jason Bell. I'm like, Jason Bell. Kind of find out he played with the Texans and the Giants. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants, I believe. And he played at UCLA.
I kind of want to do one of those tests, but then it's kind of like I don't want to like somehow get because like now with all those crime shows I watch, that's how they find that's how they break cold case files now.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the whole family thing because guess what? They talk about family tree. I might have no branches.
I don't. Due to my mom, and because my mom knows a lot about my dad's side of the family as well. Due to my mom, I really don't have to do the ancestry thing because I know where I come from. I know my family tree pretty much. So I don't have to do one of those ancestries because I'm fortunate. I know where I'm from. So my mom keeps everything, as you see right here. My great grandmother's immigrant papers from Germany. My mom is, and her mom especially. Once my grandmother, my mom's mom, passed away, the whole family just fell apart.
That's usually what happens. It's the one that's keeping the family together. Once that glue is gone, everybody's it just falls apart like a book.
Because we can disagree on a lot of things in our family, but grandma, because my grandma didn't say much. My grandfather did most. My grandfather was a typical grandfather and did most of the talking or whatever. But when my grandmother, when she had to put people in line and when she spoke out, you listened because she rarely did it. So there was a lot of times when she did that. I miss my grandma so much. I can't tell you guys. If you guys still have your grandparents, cherish them because once they're gone, you won't get anything ever like that.
I've never met any of my grandparents.
They
all passed away before I knew them.
I only met grandparents from one side of my family. The other.
Well, hold on to the ones you still got.
They was born before I was even born.
You know, it's funny with you'll have family, right? One side of the family, you know everything, but then the other side, they always keep secrets and shit.
Yeah.
You might as well tell me because I'm going to find out eventually.
I mean, they came to my mom. I know a lot about both sides of my family. I know my dad's side of the family. I know my side of the family, thanks to my mom. So, like I said, I was lucky. I knew I never met my dad's mom because she died before I was born. I never met an aunt. She died before I was born. So, there's family people I never met because they died before I was born. But I'm glad the family that I have.
Yeah.
And especially grandparents. Man, once you lose those,
I knew my dad's family. I knew my dad's parents, and they passed away back in the 80s. But my mom's mom, died long before I was even born, and then her dad was still alive last time I checked. And she's been gone. My mom's been gone 22 years.
Yeah, both my mom's parents were alive. They were married. They never separated. Till they died, they were together. And then my dad's side of the family, like I said, my grandfather didn't die until he was 93, and that was probably 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to have my grandparents for a long time, and you can't the memories you have with your grandparents and the stuff you do with your grandparents, you just can't replace that. There is no other person in the family who can do what grandparents do. You know, yeah, I love my mom, I love my dad, but my grandparents, it's a special connection you have with your grandparents. If you're lucky enough to be in a
I'm
family where you have that dynamic, it is awesome.
I'm sure my line is gonna die soon because then my brother passed away. He only had one son, and then my brother I live with now doesn't have any kids. My other brother that lives in Milwaukee, he's got like 5, 6 sons, but none of them have kids except for one of them. So
Well, it'll keep the family alive. I mean,
Yeah,
keep the
yeah, but
generation
I mean
going.
like one or two more generations only.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, put it this way, there's a lot of my exes. I'm glad I didn't have kids with them because my God, once I was done with them, I was done with them. I didn't
yeah,
need.
because
I
like I
didn't.
said, my parents divorced when I think I was 7. But like I said, my dad never totally left out of the picture.
Mhm.
So, and my dad and my mom didn't get along. They did not get along for the longest time. But they never like I would go with my dad for for the summer, or like my brother lived with my dad, I lived with my mom. So they were always in. They were always like birthdays and holidays. They were always involved in just regular stuff going out. Like when I would just go and have dinner with my dad one night. Stuff like that. So I call myself lucky to have that relationship because I know a lot of people
Yeah,
don't.
you didn't get caught in the battle of the parents and them.
Yeah, well, there
You
was a
know.
battle with the parents. Like I said, my brother lived with my dad. I lived with my mom. But now that they're older, they start they go to family functions together. So, my dad and my mom, even though they're not married, they still go to family functions together. So, not with each other, but they're both there, because my dad's married too. I have a stepmom, so
That's
but my dad,
good because like sometimes parents forget that just because they're divorced doesn't mean they're divorced from the kids.
right?
Well, some of the parents don't get along. They fall apart to the point where they hate each other,
Yeah,
and it puts pressure on the kid.
And then they
And
kill each other.
and then they'll get to the point where it's like, well, you're not seeing your kid, blah 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 blah, and it's like, fuck. That's why I'm glad I didn't have any with a lot of my exes because I would have
yeah.
been like,
My friend, her ex murdered her, um, because he didn't want to pay child support for 18 years. So he's serving life.
you should have strapped up.
You said your friend got murdered by her ex.
Yep. He said it. It was all over the news. He set it up where he had set her to bring the child to the park, because so that they could take family photos. And then while they were at the park, he had his friend show up, and he shot her with a sawed-off shotgun right in front of the kid.
Was that in St. Paul
Yep, at Mounts Park.
at Mounds Park? Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. No matter how mad my mom got, she never stopped me from seeing my dad. Same thing with my dad.
Damn. Yeah, I remember. I do remember that,
But
Sarah.
damn, Sarah, you've had a rough life, girl.
That's crazy.
Yep,
I
that
didn't
was
know
my
you get down
friend.
like that in Minnesota.
Huh? What's that, Shaq?
I didn't know y'all get down like that in Minnesota.
Oh, dude, oh my God. It was really bad a few years ago. There was like just this, it was like there were spouses just being killed like left and right. It was all women. There was like
Yeah.
4 in 1 month. You remember that, Sarah?
Yep.
There was like 4 in 1 month of women
Just
being killed by their
domestic.
spouses.
Yeah.
They were domestics. One chick got killed. She was out at the mall. She worked at the Mall of America. She got killed at the Mall of America.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
Did they? Did these guys do any time in jail or?
They're all in jail.
Yep.
They're all in jail. The
Or-
one guy killed his. The
If
one
they're
guy
not
killed
in
his.
jail, it's because it's murder suicide.
Yeah, but a couple of them ended up in jail.
We all know some of these, you know, are lackadaisical on the wall now. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just in. Yeah, Minnesota is notorious for that, dude.
Oh yeah, and then where I used to work, one of the ladies there, her husband murdered her, and so then the police, they had a sheriff sit outside our workplace for like a couple of days just to make sure he didn't come to the workplace. Like I don't know why he would show up, but they still had an officer there.
So they were gonna bring him in.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is actually an attorney for like, her job is to get restraining order for battered spouses and battered. So that's what her job is.
Wow.
I don't know, like I think restraining orders are like pretty much freaking useless. Because by the time the police get there, you're already dead.
Restraining orders don't work anyway.
They don't do shit.
Yeah.
Well, it does if the person is a dual citizen, and like one of the clients she has, her husband was Egyptian, and he's got dual citizenship in America and Egyptian. He hasn't been back in America since the restraining order, so it does work for situations like that.
Yeah, and then he could leave and go back to Egypt.
Right, but she wanted to take the kids, and she stopped him from taking the kids with him.
Mm.
So, yeah, drug, alcohol, and gasoline. Yep, some people are. Yep, you guys
Exactly. No stop. Exactly. Well, I am gonna get ready to crash here, guys, because I'm tired.
Me too.
Well, we still got 9 people in here. We appreciate every single one of you guys for still being here.
Thank you, everybody, for being on
the
this.
same guys.
You.
No stop.
I
You're always joining us.
so
We appreciate you. McCarthyism. Appreciate you. Of course, my mom. You know, appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, Mama Catch.
Los. Let's School. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Gil.
My girl Trisha was here. Love you, babe.
JDT was
Good night,
here.
Trish.
Swede was here. Gil, all the regulars were here. Plus, we got a couple of new guys.
Shaq, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, Shaq, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah,
every
Shaq.
Friday.
Yeah, I had to come on. You know, tomorrow's football Saturday, so you know we got to stick together. Yeah.
So my channel again. I don't know what channel you join. I don't know if it's mine or Yogi's, but my channel and Zoe channel are the two that are doing the simulcast tomorrow. I believe.
You're doing the simulcast, Catch?
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, Zoe and I are doing it. Yeah.
So you said 3 p.m. my time, right?
Yes, 3 o'clock our time.
3 o'clock our time, sir.
Well, send me a link if you can.
Yeah, it'll be my channel and Zoe's channel and my X channel. My X.
And I'll have my pizza and wings right here.
Yeah,
so you guys are gonna have to watch me eat pizza and wings. I don't care.
Yeah, Catch 84 is my channel. Is my handle on X. It's got a picture of my dog Pepsi. He's a rust colored white dog. So he is my picture on X. So those are the channels that will be on tomorrow. If Yogi gets on, I haven't talked to Yogi. I'll text him tomorrow to see if he wants to do it. And it's during the regular season.
I think tomorrow is their championship.
Yeah, so if their championship game is tomorrow, then he won't be on. I know during the regular season we do live streams. So
yeah.
Do you have a picture of a dog?
Yeah, it's a rust and white color dog.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow you on X.
Yeah, I got mine is I have a picture of an old Viking player. It's something. Hold on, what is mine? Oh, hang on. On X, I am. That's
God's gift to women.
Yeah. Yeah. Purple Jersey Guy 66 in my name. And I've got a picture of a old Viking, old NFL artwork as my what's it called.
You're also on Facebook too.
And I'm all over Facebook. I've got Anthony Tony Bell. I've got Minnesota Vikings 24/7 365. That's my group. I've got NFL and Pro Football 24/7 365, and I've also got Classic NFL and Pro Football 24/7 365. If it's 24/7 365,
You said Purple Jersey Guy?
huh?
Purple Jersey Guy?
Oh,
Jersey
me?
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Purple Jersey Guy.
Purple Jersey Guy 66.
66, sorry.
Anthony Tony Bell / Purple Jersey Guy 66. It's at TBell 6613.
X is Twitter, Mom.
Yeah, X is Twitter.
They changed it from Twitter to X.
Yep. Elon, bastard.
It's much more enjoyable on there though since he's taking it over. A lot less bots.
Yeah, it depends on
It's
which
a lot less
bots.
it's actually a lot less toxic on there since he's.
It's a lot of political bots. A ton of
But
political
like
bots.
human interaction is a lot less toxic.
Yeah.
Than what it was.
I had to block a bunch of them. Just the political shit, I had to block. Yeah, I had to block it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we appreciate you guys coming. Like I said, we're here every Friday.
yeah, now that football season is up, we're here every Friday. Off season, it's every other Friday.
Yeah, and then Wednesday, Shaq. I don't know if you know, we do a vintage show where we talk Vikings history.
Yep.
Okay, I'm down to learn about some history. The only history I know is Northern Brooklyn.
That's pretty good though.
That's pretty good though. You know more than Zoe.
Yeah.
The only reason I know this is because I was like, damn, I haven't seen no Super Bowls. I might as well go look at what the Vikings was doing when they was going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's
Zoe
why I found
won't even do that.
Zoe won't even do that. He'll go back as far as 98. That's
he
it.
doesn't care about anything before 98.
Yeah, he doesn't care. We've talked about the Super Bowl losses, the Super Bowl seasons.
Even our nephew JJ, who's 13, knows more about the Vikings.
He knows. Yeah, JJ knows more.
Yeah.
Which JJ wants to do an interview with me too. I got to schedule that with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've talked about a lot of things. Some of it funny, a lot of it's the serious, the positive and the negative. We delve into the Super Bowl losses. So, but yeah, it's all about history. So yeah, that's every Wednesday. And if you have a topic, if you'd like something you'd like us to talk about, let us know. We're open to suggestions. So
We'll talk about anything in Vikings history. So
yep. We did cover the Love Boat.
Luckily, I was alive for that, so I remember that.
Yeah.
I was young. I was alive.
Yeah, we did cover the Love Boat. I was supposed to be on that boat.
Damn.
I had a friend of mine that was friends with Lance Johnstone who got one of the boats, and I was invited. And I wanted to go, but I was in the middle of like moving and stuff like that. So I forgot all about it and didn't go. And then when I heard about it, I was kind of like, damn, I wanted to go, but I'm glad I didn't go. But yeah, what he told me about it, I was like, oh my God.
Yep. Yodel in the ochre patch.
Yeah. But we talked about that, and that's one of the reasons we had to put the warning up on the post on the thing, because what we were talking about was
it's the only Vikings vintage show that has that warning.
Yeah.
All the other ones are marked safe for kids. That's the only one that's not. Yeah.
So we're on every Wednesday, so give us a listen.
All right, we appreciate everybody for coming.
Out when I can. I'm also be working a lot. That's why I be here. When I get a chance, I definitely listen and check you guys.
We're the late night show if you work late, Check, because I myself don't get off work until 7:00 at night, Central Time.
Yeah.
So
all
my shows.
And that's the same time as me.
Yeah. So we're the late night guys. So a lot of Vikings content guys do their show before even I get off of work. So they go live like at 4:30. Who the hell goes live on 4:30? But anyway, I digress. But so we're the late night show. So if you're looking for a late night Viking talk, we're your show. So. All right.
Well, thanks again, everybody. Have a
Yep.
good night.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow. Skull Vikings.
Skull Vikings. Good night.
We move forward like soldiers, you better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen, oh the irony. To hate someone who's trying